That nigga be crispy. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, got ass be poking. Sitting in front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.
Episcopalian.
You are Episcopalian.
Episcopalian.
Nigga said a pisser.
All right, so this is part 2 of what are we calling it? Shameless Friends? I
didn't know that, brother. The look on the knowledge.
I know you're not.
Are we starting now?
Yes.
My fault. My bad. Continue.
That what'd you say? It was 17% the wine. What is the percentage of the wine you're drinking? So we were just trying to establish if Lent. Apparently, Lent is not just for the Catholics, but Episcopalians. It's 17%. Well, you didn't even know the type.
He
so
didn't even
don't worry
know
about it.
where to read the name on it. Nigga said there was no name on it.
Yeah, this shit caught me by surprise.
Yeah, look.
You should have said no to giving him some wine, Tyler.
Tempranillo, Syrah.
Blood clot.
You learned something new today too. Look, we both learned. We're learning new things.
You gotta take the sunglasses off to read that.
Yeah, we are learning.
Yeah,
new
we've
things
asked him
today,
to take the
absolutely.
sunglasses off.
We have. That's why I was like, let me see. I can't look at you like I can't.
I'm a star.
The nigga said he's a star.
That's not how this works. I'm a star.
Somebody lied.
I'm not a star.
That's like my favorite.
It's always your own.
Listen, Rick Ross, Teflon Don. Wow,
like one of my favorite Rick Ross songs. So for this duration of the show, we're gonna go over some clips that have been happening on social media.
Okay.
Not the clips that social media clips, basically.
All
right, Melly,
upload that thing. Let's see what's going on.
Let's get our reaction. Wild. I don't know why.
You said what?
Upload that thing sounds wild. Anything with thing for me just always sounds wild.
That's why I say the word thing is like one of my favorite words in the world.
I hate that word. It just sounds.
Why do you? What does that word do to you?
I don't know. Something about thing. It just sounds so.
THANG. Goddamn.
I don't know why. I don't like.
I'm like I like it.
I don't think I'm aligned.
We up in this thing.
Like
we up in this thing.
I don't like that word.
That's
either.
a disgusting.
What word? What word?
Moist. I hate that word.
Hate that word.
No, that's a really, really gross word. I don't like that one either.
I feel like I'm on that show. We Love the 70s. Remember those shows on VH1 where it would be like the panel discussions. They would like look at clips of like what happened in the 70s and they would react to it. We love the 80s. We love the 90s.
I remember. I love the 90s,
yeah.
but it was like that was music videos and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when we're looking at
but
something,
I'm thinking about pop-up video.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I was like, there was no like fodder or there's no chit chat on that.
That was like a panel discussion. What is he talking about? This is the person I didn't want to mention earlier.
God, it's Shade Room.
This is the person I didn't want to mention earlier.
Yo, shout out to Shade Room. They actually posted one of my fucking tweets. When I was talking some shit about Rev Run. They posted it.
I literally had this conversation on the way to this show.
Look, and now it's in real life. Look at how God works.
I don't follow this page, so I don't know what this is about to say. So this is a real time reaction.
So I think is there a video?
Yes, when you swipe.
Yes, wait.
Please.
Can you read it first, TT?
Yeah, I can't see.
Because you don't have you didn't take your sunglasses off.
No, I can read it, but she's the moderator.
I can read it. I see it.
She's the fucking moderator. She's supposed to be reading.
Look, I couldn't even see. Look, my little LASIK wasn't.
Do you
working.
want me to say it?
Okay. Yeah, but I just couldn't see from up there. So basically, this I guess on the Joe Budden podcast show, whatever it's called, they were talking about like the L'Oreal thing with Michael B. Jordan and how, or when are you guys familiar? I'm sure everybody is watching.
Yeah.
At this point has been.
I went viral off of that shit. Hell yeah.
Okay, so Joe Budden's take on the whole situation between L'Oreal and Michael B. Jordan was, if any other black multimillionaire embarrassed a woman working on a red carpet because she thought he was corny in the 7th grade, y'all would call him a lot more than corny. Also, I work for me and I'm not firing myself. I said what I said. Get off my beep. Love management.
Can we swipe so we can see?
To a girl is some corny.
I can see that.
You being Michael B. Jordan today, allegedly sexiest man alive in all of these blockbuster movies during your highlight week. You've probably never been more visible than you are right this second. And that's what you do to her. And if I bring back them white girl rumors, then it's going to sound even crazier. Because why are you talking to our sisters like that on the red carpet? We don't even talking to white people like that. But I'm not going to make it racy. They say I make everything racy. That was corny of him to speak to that girl like that.
I'm not disagreeing. I would have made
Michael B. Jordan, that's why I call you corny.
Off air. I would have made a joke off air like, word.
Hey, Creed. Hey, what's his name?
I wouldn't have did that.
Hey, Creed. In case you were confused, that corny shit you did is why I think you corny.
Yeah.
In case you were off a little bit as to why you just keep thinking that money hides corny.
Let me tell
Dog, you doing that to a girl is some corny.
So, do y'all want to talk first?
I think y'all should talk first. I mean, not me.
I think
Okay.
just to, compare and contrast a little bit, I think allegedly, for sure, the things that Joe has been accused of are probably way worse than someone calling someone saying that
you
someone
call
saying
me
that you were
corny?
corny or on or whatever. I don't. This is the first time, at least for me, that and I will say this: I don't watch the show, so I don't know. But
100%.
I didn't know that like Joe Budden was a really big advocate for Black women. That's
I
news
should
for
not
me.
have laughed like that.
I like I said, I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I also, if you do something to me now on the Michael B. Jordan side, which Creed was amazing, by the way. I actually saw it twice last night. It was so good. But if we were in daycare and you did something to me, I'm going to remember. And yeah, and I don't think that what he said was wrong also. Like if we were in high school and I was the corny kid or whatever, whatever it was, that's just kind of like, I'm going to remember. Like kids are mean. And I think he was in The Wire in high school also. So I was like, he was acting, but he probably was corny. Like, I don't, like, it is what it is. It's fine.
I don't think what he did was corny. I think it was petty, and I fully support
Right,
petty.
exactly.
Actually, I'm a strong advocate for petty.
Yeah.
I don't think it was corny. I think what was corny is her using the little bit of intersection that they had to know each other to actually start a conversation and make it seem like they were cool.
Right. When you
I think
knew that
she
you probably
was corny.
weren't. Yeah.
I think that he was not. I also, back to what you said, and I'm very sensitive about this topic because I know the men ride for Joe Budden. And I never want to be famous because if niggas come in my comments talking about, oh, this is why you this and that, I fight back. I'm not that person. I'm not a bigger person yet. But I did not know that Joe Budden was such a big, I don't watch the show again. Don't listen to it. But he has been accused of so many things. And then for him to be like, don't treat our sisters like that. And I'm like, you have been accused of, like, I'm not even going to get into it. Multiple allegations. I'm not even going to get into specifics, but multiple allegations against the same Black women you're telling this man not to talk bad about on the red carpet.
I was like, maybe they were friends. Look, I'm always trying to find some logic, and sometimes there is none. And I was like, maybe they were friends, and that's why he felt as though he had to defend her. I don't, like I said, I don't know. I don't know.
My take on it is very, like, not succinct, but it's very chopped down. Very similar to what you said. It wasn't corny, it was petty. But everybody lives for the revenge story. There has been shows, there has been movies, there has been songs, there's been sonnets, poems about you fronted on me before. Mike Jones' first song.
Back then you didn't want
me. Now I'm hot. They all on
everything is centered around fucking revenge, even in the slightest way. And I believe that if we were on a red carpet for my movie, I was the person because on the tweet that I retweeted and I wound up going fucking fake viral. On the opposite, on the what is it called when it's written down?
The description?
The transcript.
Okay, I was like,
the transcript of what she said was like, yeah, when we was in high school, his name was Michael Jordan, and he's not no Michael Jordan. He would always be walking around with headshots, so we would tease him. But now look at him. It's like, if I'm in high school, first of all, I'm on The Wire at 14. A few years ago, I was on Hardball. It's Hardball, right? With Keanu Reeves.
you acted the two wrong bitches. You know that.
Okay, sorry about that. So he was in Hardball. was in The Wire.
Movie verification. Come on.
But he had a movie
established
career.
this.
He was legitimately a child actor. And 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm legitimately popping. It's not like I'm trying to be an actor. I'm legitimately an actor right now. And you're shitting on me because my name is Michael Jordan. You're shitting on me because you think I'm corny. You're shitting on me because you see me taking headshots. Fast forward, you're on the red carpet. If I'm not mistaken, I think Shorty was, wasn't she like a bartender to Angela Yee's smoothie spot?
She used to be a singer
was-
too, or artist or rapper or something.
Yeah, I think
But-
she was an artist, and yeah.
Yeah, she's done like a medley of things, but now you're in a position to where you're asking me on my red carpet to a premiere of my movie, this the corny kid. And for the introduction, I suppose you keeping it professional. You're like, yeah, me and Mike, we go way back. We went to
Now
high
it's
school
Mike.
together.
Right.
Now it's fucking
Fuck outta here,
teeth is
bitch.
happening.
Yeah.
You're taking the mic away from your mouth so you say everybody can see the
Nigga
smile.
saying Mike,
And
my
he got-
name is Michael
Right,
Ho.
right.
And this nigga
B.
has the
Jordan.
people's
Michael
eyebrow.
B. Jordan. Say the motherfucking
The full
B.
name.
The B
Yeah.
stands for bitch.
Right.
How about that?
If you peep this nigga in the most tasteful way, this nigga did the people's eyebrow. He was like, yo, yeah, we used to go back. I was the kid. Speaking of going way back, I was the kid that was corny.
Right.
Look
Yeah.
at me now. Well, but now, but ask you questions though. It's all good.
And he
ask
did
you
it
questions.
so respectfully.
What is
It
corny
was.
about that?
It was. That's why I was just like, to be honest, I couldn't believe it had so much. Like, I can't believe it even went on as long as it did. I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Like, haha. Again, keep scrolling.
A lot of people are like, oh, the only reason we're excusing Michael B. Jordan is because he's cute. I don't think Michael B. Jordan is cute. I think the nigga look like a chipmunk. He looks like a chipmunk. He always got. it
Girl,
don't look
not
like,
in Creed. Mm-mm.
he always looked like he got walnuts in his fucking cheek. I don't like that
But
shit.
even with that being
he's
said,
attractive.
you
I
said-
don't,
Go
but
up
that's
for
a-
him, but I don't.
You know
I
what
think
you
he's
said?
attractive.
Like, yo, if somebody was to talk about your personal business or your little brother would like you would fight back. Yo, if somebody fronted on me in high school calling me corny,
yeah.
Right. That's what I said. Daycare.
I will look anti-black woman in that moment. I am on. I would be
yeah,
on.
I'm about to say.
I would've took
I'm
the
rooting
mic.
for everybody black
That
except
anti-black
for you,
woman.
bitch.
I would have been
because-
on a trillion. Are you fucking kidding
Let me
me?
tell you right
Hell
now,
no.
I don't block none of my niggas on Instagram because I want them to see how
I want you.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
See how good I'm
Same.
doing.
Everybody
Yes.
loves revenge.
Look how good my
See
titties
the
look
glow.
today. I
Exactly.
don't give a fuck. I'm not blocking because I'm a petty bitch and I support Michael B. Jordan fully.
it's the
Bring
meme-
that shit the fuck up.
It's the meme that's been in circulation ever since Twitter was created. When it's the nerdy nigga
And he has like this
and
suit.
Shorty goes and he like it's the nerdy nigga. He has like a pencil in his hat. So for those of y'all that are listening that might not have Twitter, there's a meme. And it's a
have it and I'm
2-part
still
meme. There's a
confused.
top and a bottom.
I
The top
sent it
portion
to
of the
somebody. Let me
meme,
find it.
it's an illustration of a kid and he's a nerd and he has a pencil in his ear. He's holding textbooks and a girl that he's fond of is walking away with a gangster.
Oh,
Saying,
yeah.
like, you're too corny.
Not a
And the-
gangster.
In the bottom,
a
and
thug.
a thug, gangster, whatever. In the
Thug.
bottom half of the picture,
Hooligan.
he had a rollie on, a nice suit on. She's pregnant, trying to get back in his good graces. He's like, "Nah, you washed and you done already."
I even saw that with them with their faces. Like,
Everybody
of
lives
her
for that
face.
moment. Everybody lives for that moment. I don't give a fuck if you
I
are
don't
the
get
star of
that. I
Creed
don't
or
live
if you're
for
working
it,
at
but
the deli.
I like it a little bit.
Right.
Yo, women that was saying shit about me, I'm like, look at you, you done, you out, you using your prime at 21. Look at you now. Like, everybody
God
feels
damn.
this. Like you only had 21 years of your life and you've been a dub ever since. Look at you now. You making fun of me, and now look at you.
Yeah, like
And
whatever.
I'm not Michael B. Jordan.
But there was also a clip there. She's like, she didn't say it. Like
It was somebody else.
It was her co-host. Oh yeah.
Oh, you had that
Show the
clip too?
Oh,
Look at
and
you
a
being
clip.
prepared. Okay. You
What-
can't.
what?
Two things can be. Tahoe's
So,
right. Two things can be
I don't know
done
what-
at the same time.
I don't know what
you
you're
can
about
be
to-
So
corny and handsome.
we're gonna watch the clip.
And I think corny is also relative. That's another
I do
conversation.
too.
I-
Also, yeah.
Like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
You know, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan at a point in life, and we went to Chad Science together in Newark. And to be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. And back then, that was like in the hood. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
And now look at him. He got up like Panther money.
Well, yeah, I didn't exactly.
You know what I really think to Donna?
I missed
I
could have been in the aquarium swimming with the fishes, but
with
you
your
know,
Hermes stock or whatever.
and-
No, you
yeah,
can't.
instead
I don't think
was
they said
swimming in
anything after
Mexico
that
by
one, did they?
myself, yeah, but anyway,
You can end it at that one.
Man, cut this shit off.
Like the same. Ooh.
So-
like in a
So when I was talking about the transcript, that's the transcript I was referring to when she said that.
And also, she said she may not have said corny, but she's like, we teased him.
Well, exactly.
Nigga, you
That's
still the
same
problem.
thing. Yeah, it's
just because you didn't use the specific
word,
fucking word.
And she did. I guess the co-host said it, but right from high school. The whole thing was also from high school, not this. Right. Also, it was the situation from high school. And if you tease me, I'm going to remember. And it was petty. Like I said, it wasn't corny. And then everything. Yeah, it's things that I think that like people probably deem as corny. That I'm like, I live for that shit.
People
like,
also
love
tone
it.
deaf. Like Joe Budden said that because he comes off to me as somebody who's tone deaf. Like,
well, that's what I thought. Maybe he had a. I think maybe he knows lawyer. I'm assuming.
No, the reason why I'm saying the reason why I'm saying he comes off as tone deaf is because if you look at what he's done, because we all have Twitter, we all have Instagram. He was in a group called Slaughterhouse. Everybody in the group is cool, besides him. He proposed.
I
Royce the
remember,
5'9", Crooked Eye.
Oh, okay.
Joel
Okay.
Ortiz.
Like, right.
He was
you
on.
remember her names?
Yeah, because I listen to rap.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like rap.
Pump it up.
So fucking, he was on.
Up in the Club was a hit.
He was on that VH1
I
show.
told you, Joe Budden don't got good takes. That song was fire.
Hold on, wait a
sorry.
second now. He was on VH1 and he was talking with Tiara and got denied a marriage proposal on VH1. On the next season, I see he was with Spanish shorty. What was his new baby mother? No, it's his actual baby mother. Sin Santana. Like she's begging this nigga to have sex on national TV. He with his own podcast.
You were
this
going
is
very
like
deep into the
no.
I
I'm
was
saying like
I don't even know this much.
Yeah, this is like because this is all things I'm thinking
it.
about. I watched it. Like
I know,
when
actually,
I watch things, I kind of remember things.
New York was my favorite.
And
Another
then,
thing I did not watch.
And then on this very podcast they saying things on. This is like his 5th installment of the podcast. As far as like the people he was around, he had a new group, then a new group, then a new group. So he comes off as somebody who doesn't have like understanding of human conversation.
You
That's
saying
what it
tone deaf, and the word you want to use is dickhead.
I'm not. It appears to me that he's tone deaf because I don't think he does well with recognizing like conversation. Like it's the same thing what happened with Chris Rock. Did you hear about that theory about why Chris Rock got slapped and like allowed himself to get slapped?
So Chris Rock to get slapped.
Yeah, I was like,
So Chris Rock I forgot the term, but it's something where you cannot recognize situationally what's happening with you as far as that conversation. So
I was like, he can't got astigmatism? Like he can't see? Like, what,
I
was like, what?
I was gonna say a sociopath.
No,
I'm like,
I'm trying to think of a scenario.
Your scenarios have not been hit in this whole podcast. I'm not
So
gonna.
as a comedian, right?
He was in the back making sweet potato biscuits or some shit.
So the best thing is like you don't know if people are laughing with you or laughing at you. You just see a laugh. Okay. You don't have the situational analysis to see like you're being embarrassing. It's like, oh, so you didn't have like the situational awareness,
but I don't even know what that
I don't even think that's what Joe Budden's issue is. I think Joe Budden is extremely smart. I think that man is extremely smart. And the thing is, a man who is extremely smart and extremely arrogant like that usually does not give a fuck what other people have to say.
Mm-hmm. And he said it in it. I work for myself.
I'm about to say there's been clips where he just doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. He says things like what he was saying about him being bisexual just to say it because he thought it was going to be funny and not give a fuck. Mm-hmm. He does not actually give a fuck about what other people think. And that's why I said I don't think it's tone deaf. I think he knows exactly how his tone sounds. He just doesn't give a fuck, aka dickhead. This is just what.
But him calling Michael B. Jordan, saying that it was an attack on a black woman or one of our sisters on the carpet, that's not being able to see what's actually going on. It's called nonverbal learning disorder. That's what Chris Rock has. So when Will Smith is walking towards him with aggression, he doesn't see it as aggression because he can't understand that that's not.
I absolutely don't think that's what Joe Budden has.
I think this nigga has nonverbal learning disorder.
I don't think that's what Joe
Budden
has.
I believe he has.
I think Joe Budden just thinks that Michael B. Jordan is corny because he attacked a black woman. Yeah. And the thing is, I think that...
But that's not an attack.
Anybody
with eyes can see that.
Actually, the things that he's alleged for are actual attacks.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think he has nonverbal learning disorder, because anybody who has eyes can see that's not an attack on a black woman unless you can't understand.
No, I think what I said...
But he's not the only person who said that either.
Okay.
But he also... people pick and choose what they want to champion. Like, they literally pick and choose, okay, this is the point that I want to stand on. I care about this and I don't care about that. Again, I just have never known him. I have never ever... Or at least, and maybe, I don't know, people love like the negative shit. I've just never seen a positive clip of him uplifting women. I also don't know as much, information as you
I'm
know
about to say,
about
yeah.
him.
But I can talk
didn't even
about
watch the
I can talk
show.
about step stools. I can talk about refrigerators. If I see it, I kind of remember it. So this is like everybody that it's not specifically
What?
Joe Budden. Like
What the fuck are you talking about?
No,
right
you're
now?
saying like you don't know as much as me, but I know this much about everything. If I see it, I remember it. Like,
So
it's
you
kinda
just
how my
have a
brain
good
works.
memory.
Yeah,
Okay.
like if I see it, I remember it. Type of
Did
situation.
you? But you said something about step stools and refrigerators.
listen-
I'm not
Yeah,
like-
but like
You know what
I can tell you things about
hold on.
step stools. I can tell you about refrigerators. I can
Sal,
tell you
did you
about
see
wine
Beauty and the
coolers. I can
Beast?
tell you about
Yes.
wine.
Okay, well, I thought about the little teacup that was like dancing and singing. I have no idea why
I don't
that's
know
where my
where he
brain
was going.
went.
Right.
I don't-
But,
they,
yes.
living things. That's what I
yes,
was thinking about.
I will. I don't. I just think he was. To that point, though, he wasn't the only person who saw
Okay.
that. It was a whole thing where it was like, "Oh, this was so corny."
Ain't
Joe
nothing
Budden
corny
didn't
about
lead
that.
the charge on this. This was
No.
a conversation already happening on social media.
And I'm petty. There's nothing corny about revenge. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Well,
You have
no,
a
I
lot of
think
revenge
yeah, I was about to say you.
I don't
I feel
think
like
that
you
in
a
your
revenge nigga.
I
don't
am
know
a
why.
revenge nigga.
I think
am.
I'm a petty bitch, and I listen. I'm actually president of the alpha chapter of the petty bitches. Like I know that is me, but I don't think what he did was corny. I think she was, and yes, he could have said nothing. There's always the option to say nothing. Would have been in better taste. Sure, why not? But the nigga did say something. He didn't call her a bitch. He didn't. He just said, "Yeah, no, you did."
So yeah, we're all in agreement. It was petty.
He's fine.
It was not corny. What is the next clip?
What's next?
Let's see what's going on.
I don't know what that Negro spiritual that just came out of my voice.
Oh, the clock app.
I gotta move this seat.
There was a place where straight guys got a job jerking guys off.
Excuse me.
$1,000 an hour. You don't think the straight guys would take that job? Straight struggling guys that they would morph and figure out a way. Oh, just over a generation or two. Just a generation or two. If you could make $1,000 an hour beating guys off.
If you could wear love and mitt while you do it, I would do it.
No. Warm oil in your bare skin. That's the only way to jerk guys off. You gotta do it quick.
No way, bro. Dude, there's way other ways, man.
If there was a place where guys...
Reek, would you jerk off a man for $1,000?
No,
$1 million?
no.
$1 billion?
Everybody has a price. You're a liar.
$1
No.
trillion
And
dollars.
let me say this for upcoming podcasters. In these hypothetical scenarios, they're hypothetical, so always go with the lie.
Meanwhile,
Because it's
he's
not
like-
going to happen. So why would you tell
you
the
would
truth?
stop it at $1
You
million.
can say $1 trillion. I would say no because it's not a real scenario. So why would I tell the truth about this?
Let me say right now.
Say no. When in doubt, fucking say
Shit,
no.
me, I was like,
It's not a real. It would be.
right,
know what I
like,
mean?
everybody got a price.
I was like, I be finger popping this shit out of somebody.
Now, if it's a real scenario, we got something to talk about. But if it's not a real scenario, I'm always gonna say no.
Oh my god!
If I just got
What?
to finger pop a girl for $1,000 feel a little
Yeah,
low.
$1,000 you
feel a
can
little
blow
low.
through that.
But time out.
A little low.
But you guys gotta understand, like sexuality is very different for y'all. I've seen two women,
No.
quote unquote, have sex right in front of me and didn't see them as gay. I've seen two women tongue kiss, eat each other out, and all that type of shit, and it's like whatever.
I just know
I've never seen two niggas give each other head, and I was like, whoa, this is sexually fluid. Like this is not what I've seen.
Well, that again is also your bias because
not-
there are some people who say that there is.
Man, this is how society is, man. Like I
Oh
didn't.
gosh, here you go the generalizations again.
This is
But
society.
when bitches say when
I don't live
bitches
in
generalize
Disneyland.
that niggas ain't shit, that's when
Right,
that's the only
right.
time it's a problem.
Bitches
Saying time out.
And niggas ain't
Hold
shit.
on.
I'm like,
That's the
Saying-
only time it's a problem
Time
is
out.
when we are talking about heterosexual black
Hold
men
on.
in a negative light. That's the only time it's bad to generalize, apparently, with Reek.
Holy. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna allow that to slide. You're not gonna compare niggas and bitches ain't shit as a gender to me saying like, yo, I can see two women kiss because women sexually go by another code of rules, which is the truth. We all know this is truth.
No,
How
so
many
it's not
times
a
We're
truth.
talking about
It's not a truth. It's something that
What?
we
That's not the truth?
It's not a truth. It's something that we as a society have like actually put in our mind as what is the truth. That is not the truth. We actually determine what these gender roles are. We put these in. God didn't wake up and say Adam, Eve, and gender roles. Okay, like it wasn't like that.
Right.
Like we actually are the ones who created these things that we are saying that are true. So we can't say that is not what it is. That's not what you want it to be.
it's not about me though. It's about the society.
You're the one who's talking
peop-
about it.
Yeah, because because I live in society because I'm alive right now, and as a person that lives in society, I have
But you know,
eyes
there's
and
a
ears.
bunch of people who think that the opposite of what you're saying. in society and living in society as well.
But we're talking about anomalies. Like we can say anything. There's people that think that Earth is flat. Like, what do you mean? Like, there's always going to be contrarians to any.
You can't say society and generalize because it's actually you're contradicting yourself.
In life, there's people that's going to be contrarians to whatever I say. But if I look at the overall scope of the place that I live and I see a whole bunch of bars, TV shows, movies, whatever have you, of women kissing. Oh, yeah, I kissed a girl because I was drunk. Oh, I grabbed ass because I was drunk. Women cuddling in bed. All this other kind of shit. You never heard two niggas cuddling in bed that was straight. You never seen two niggas kissing in a bar that wasn't gay. Like, these are things you haven't seen. It's not generality. It is reality. I live in reality.
They may not be open to saying it because people like you are saying
What about bars? Have you ever seen two men kiss in a bar that wasn't gay?
I don't think I've
answered the question. Have you ever? No, because it's just me that's live in this land where I'm just living in my own bubble. You haven't seen it. The people that behind the scenes haven't seen it. You just haven't seen it.
I would like you to just stop being so general. Like, I want you to stop being general when it benefits your opinion.
It's not being general. It's the truth. Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen?
No, but I've also not seen two girls and be like, they might not be gay. Like, I'd be like, they might be a little gay. Like, they might be bisexual. Like, I'm not. I don't automatically think one thing for men and things for women. And if I do, I say this is my opinion, not this is what the overall society says.
But that's like saying men should pay for dates, men should pay for this, men for that. Like, everything is the way society is structured. It's the way society is structured. The same way you just said they should.
But there's a whole bunch of men who think that they don't. Anyway,
I was gonna say there's a bunch of double standards. What is it?
They said you have on sunglasses at 9:07 p.m. Like,
we QTNA.
But this is exactly why those conversations, those like episodes of Insecure happened, where it was the niggas like, oh, I gave head, but I'm not gay, I'm not bi, because there are people, they're trying to open up that conversation and change society's mindset. Like,
but I think also the person has to want to change.
Was would you jerk somebody over $1,000?
And that the original clip was also, that's just why I don't care who's doing it. Yeah. Like, who's doing it? $1,000 is a little bit of money when you really think about it.
An hour? No, it isn't.
I mean,
it's an hour. That's right, an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah!
I'm about to say I would jerk a nigga off for $1,000 an hour.
But the reason why it was centered towards men, and the reason why two men was talking about it, and the reason why it made it to this TV show is because of how society is. Don't make it seem like it's a Tariq generalization when it isn't. This is the way the society that we all live in. The reason why this is a thing on this very
had a mullet. So take what you
unreal.
I mean, it was also a joke.
Take it with a grain of salt.
If it was two women talking, if it was a woman dominated podcast you was watching, like, yo, would you finger a coochie for $1,000? The conversation would have been 2 minutes. You'll move on. The reason why it's not is because the way society is.
I think it's unfortunately it's
like, my nigga, like, come on, fam.
I do understand what you both are saying, and I think it is very unfortunate that there are things that men can't do they can do. Sorry, but some people deem
do whatever you want.
as some people will deem it as the generalizations of, two men shouldn't do this. Mm-hmm. But to your point, like, men should be open, and it should be a discussion to be had about the different things that men that do not identify as gay or however you identify that they can do. It just doesn't, unfortunately, I think we have a long way to go with that.
I think
exactly.
We have a long way to
Thank
go,
you.
But I also think it's hard for us. This is also what I do also is I work in strategy and I go for research, and I realize what you're saying is society is a very small sample size to the whole world. And you don't actually know if other people are doing this and seeing this and not thinking this. We're going off of a clip. We're going off of what we know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're completely wrong. I just want you to take the generalization out your voice.
It's not generalization when it's the thing that's happening most prominently. Prominently, you see it in TV shows. You see it in movies. You see it like, yeah, we're just drunk. Oh, I had a crazy night last night with my homegirl.
You don't think men have that crazy nights with their homeboy and aren't gay?
The reason why it's not. Wait. I'm going to answer it.
Okay.
The reason why it's not shown on TV, the reason why it's not shown in movies as frequently as women is because of the double standard that currently exists in the real world. It's not a generality. Yes, I do believe that men might get drunk, kiss their homeboy. Oh, we had a crazy night. Yes, I believe this actually exists. But the reason why it isn't shown on TV is because of actual society that we live in.
Okay. Or like you said, when it is shown, it does seem to be like a taboo topic.
Thank you.
Like,
come on,
but
fam.
do you see what I'm saying? We talk absolute.
No,
because it is an absolute. To see two niggas kiss that's not gay is not something that you see on a normal. We can go to choose a bar. We can go to a bar
That's
right
what I
now.
said.
One
No,
day we're
I
gonna
have
see
not-
two women kiss. Like, come on, my nigga.
I
We
have
all
not-
in reality.
I have not. Yeah, I said I have not seen that, but
I
I,
don't
think
think
it's
I've
just
even
like
seen
you
two men
said,
kiss
it's
in a
the
bar.
absolutes. I think it's the absolutes. For
It's
you.
the absolutes. I'm not saying that Reek is wrong. I'm saying I want him to realize how he is talking and his tone. Like you've done it. It's not just with this gay. Would you do this or if it's gay or whatever?
Right.
You've done it throughout the whole. You talk in absolutes.
Yeah, because what I'm saying, like, if my
Because
personal
what I'm
opinion,
seeing-
if my personal opinion is my personal opinion, I'm not saying.
But no,
things are
that's
right.
the
I'm
thing.
talking
Your
about what
personal
society
opinion is
is.
your personal opinion.
But
It is
I
not
agree.
absolute.
But what I'm seeing in society, if I'm around people all day, every day, if I have access to social media, so I have access to
But
million
you have
people,
access to a small sample size.
I'm
Your social
watching-
media is curated by the people that you know and the people that you're around. There's a whole different world outside your timeline. A whole
Actually,
different.
you know what? I do want to wait. And as a matter of fact, while we're on this, because right, your POV is just that. There's someone that's going to have a completely different point of view than you. So you can. I think that's also why she's saying like it cannot be absolute because you can't speak. You can't speak for this man. You can't speak for anybody else beyond yourself. That's it. So I think you just have to take like accountability for your thoughts, but to speak on it as if it is like carte blanche, like this is it and this is how it is. That I don't agree with.
Okay.
But I do. I actually
Sure.
want to play that Dilbert clip. Yeah, the one about the Dilbert.
The Dilbert.
Yes.
Y'all must have got a different file than I did. I don't even know none of these clips. First
Right.
time seeing all this shit, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, after the first half, I didn't get none of these
reactions,
videos.
guys. Instant reactions
It's
from me.
giving real take.
I gotta check my faces
Cause I'm like,
because you
I
know my
miss-
face don't got no inside
No,
voice.
mine was just mine the whole time is
Like,
If nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group, and I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get
This isn't a Saturday Night Live clip.
Just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to escape. So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where I have a very low black population.
I did not see this. I was like,
Because unfortunately, there's a high correlation between the density. And this is according to Don Lemon, by the way. So here I'm just quoting Don Lemon when he notes that if when he lived in a mostly black neighborhood, there were a bunch of problems that he didn't see in white neighborhoods. So even Don Lemon sees a big difference in your own quality of living based on where you live and who's there. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense. It's no longer a rational impulse. And so I'm gonna back off from being helpful to black America because it doesn't seem like it pays off. Like I've been doing it all my life, and the only outcome is I get called a racist. That's the only outcome. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. It's over. Don't even think it's worth. When he lived, totally not trying.
so like
Oh
according
no!
to
Play that was it.
No, that's it.
It was just
so
restarting.
Let's say we just took what you said, right? And how you're like, this is my point of view, this is it, and this is right. So this man is correct in his thinking? Because he literally kind of just did the same thing that you essentially just said. Obviously a very different topic, right? But he's like, let's stay away from all. And he said all. He was absolutely speaking in absolutes. He said all black people, white people
said
should
blacks.
stay. Right, exactly.
Once
He
a
wouldn't
white
say
man
nigger.
start with blacks and they put an S at the end of black, I know I don't fuck with him.
He
I know.
really wanted to say nigga. So he's
all the way.
he's
hard
valid. So then is he, according to what you just said, is he valid in his point of view and his opinions of what he just said?
No, he said it's not advantageous for you to help blacks because every
No,
time
he
I
said
help
he did
blacks-
not say advantage. Now you putting words in his
Okay,
mouth. He said do not. He said don't. Like that.
He said,
and why did he say
said,
that?
"Get away."
Because
Get away.
And the reason why he said that because he said if you want me to say verbatim what he said, he was like every time I've tried to help blacks, it did not help me in any way. I just ended up being in this.
And then, so you
I
think
was
that's
in.
you think that? Do you think did he ever
So-
try to help you?
No, but what
Because
I'm
he said,
saying
"Oh,
is,
I'm just-
it's a
are you- we're
difference-
black. We
If a
established
difference
that. Okay.
between saying
I've never
that,
seen that white man a day in my life.
yeah,
Ever?
have you ever seen the comic strip Dilbert?
Yes.
Yes. So
I did not know that's like he really just made himself in the comic strip. Like that shit just creeped me out just now. I'm like, yo,
he
you
did.
are Dilbert for
He
real.
Yeah,
did.
he is.
You know what I'm saying? So
So
the
technically,
reason
I have seen that white man before in my life.
So
Yeah.
the reason why I'm saying this is because he's saying that from his personal experience of what he's done with black people and him living around black people, he put himself in a position to get away from black people. So from his personal experience, white people as a whole need to stay away from black people, which is very different than watching. If he was to watch movies about white people and not do nothing, if it was societally acceptable for white people to do certain things with black people and it wasn't getting no refund, then I can understand. But that's not the case. He's basically going off of what he's been through and warning other white people like, hey, this is my experience, whatever have you.
So he's right.
In movies, in shows, and everything else, everything under the sun, you see what women do and you see the sexual fluidity that women are allowed to have in society. That's now changing. But that's not the same as it's not just like I be in private closed off parties with women and I get to see these things and y'all haven't. And in my super unique experience with seeing women fucking talk to one another, it appears as though to me that women can
Is
do
the
whatever they
white
want.
man right
That
or
is
no?
not.
It-
No,
it-
no,
literally,
hold on,
man,
wait.
because I was literally, I'm like,
No, man, no, y'all not gonna do that. You're not gonna ask me a question and then
No.
go
She
to a
asked
sub
you a
question.
question, you're not
No.
answering it.
Literally.
No,
Literally,
she
the question
said-
was,
no.
is he right?
No, she said in
said
the way
if
that
he-
how you gonna say
He said
what
this
she
is
said?
worse.
How you gonna
Oh my
ask me
God.
this? You said to me like the same way
Is
that I
he-
view sexual fluidity with women.
No,
is
no,
he
no.
the same way?
We're
That
talking
is
about
not what she said.
No, that is not. Yeah, because now you put words in my mouth.
Yo, there's cameras
This-
here.
The,
You
the-
literally said-
listen. I'm
I'm
gonna tell
listening.
you what I said, and I'm
Right.
gonna, and it might not be verbatim.
Too much.
But basically, essentially, what I am saying is your stance on things that are absolute.
Right.
You are saying that this is it. This is absolute.
Right.
His stance, and you said that you were right, right?
Yeah, I see what
And
happens in
I'm not trying to
society.
talk in these terms of like
he's-
right.
I'm
and
talking
wrong,
about what I
but-
see in society. He's talking about what happens to him. That's the difference. So no, he's not.
No,
right.
he's talking about what happens in his society. He's not coming
No,
from
to
the point of view
him.
from a black. You're talking about.
He's
for
talking about
you.
what happens to him. Women kissing on women has
But
nothing to do with me. What do you mean?
You done just confused me. What?
Oh, the mind.
Okay, am I the only person that's following the conversation?
Yeah.
Clearly.
You said based off of what he said, is he correct? Because based on what you said, Tariq, you said that whatever have you in regards to me,
I
me
need you to
bringing
get-
finality to what I'm talking about.
But you're trying to you're literally trying to compare the complete absolute subject matter when I'm literally saying to
Right.
you, this is like the fifth goddamn time I've said it too.
Right.
You are saying that because of what you have experienced, your point of view is like carte blanche. It's correct when it can't be, because there's a whole other group of people, which is what she was saying. There's a whole other group of people that don't have that experience. He is saying, let's stay away from all black people. Every
hilarious.
time that I have helped black people, it hasn't worked
I've
out
been
for
called
me.
a racist or anything.
All is including everybody in this room. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't been helped out by Dilbert. Okay, Dilbert ain't did a motherfucking thing
Not a
for me.
goddamn
and that
thing.
comic is
Nothing.
trash. Like,
Nothing.
am I allowed to say that?
So
I can say it's
it's-
trash, right? And
No,
not get sued
nigga,
and
you've
shit
said
like
so
that?
many other
I
things. You
was
think
just-
now we're
when I said I
on
was
his
gonna say the
Dilbert
exact
trash.
same
Now you're
thing.
trying to get off the point
Yeah.
because you're not gonna get me off my point. You were making, if I'm being completely honest, like, you have to give some grace to thoughts and like have a little bit, you got to have an open mind to some things, because no, let's be clear. Nobody agrees with what that man just said. So you cannot then sit there and tell her, that's not true. This is society. I live in a society. We all live in the same society.
But that's conflating though. You know this isn't fair. What you're doing is inflating.
Why is
You-
it?
Like
How?
both of y'all can recognize that this is conflation.
No, I'm not
at the
recognize-
highest degree.
You can't say we can recognize something when we clearly don't.
Okay.
That's why we're saying.
Okay.
That's why
And we're
we're
not trying to make this
having
jump to
this
Reek. Listen, let me be clear.
conversation.
I'm not trying to make this
I'm
jump
not trying
Reek.
to. I'm not trying to.
Do I have the
jump
demeanor-
on him or anything?
Do I have the demeanor of someone who feels
I-
like they're getting jumped? Or we're
No, I
talking?
know, but I just want to make that clear. I don't want this
'cause
to be. I do want to make that
we're
clear.
not the only three people. It's not a private discussion. Like this is
Yeah, that's a
something
fact.
that's being recorded. I'm not jumping on you. The thing is, I think that you are a smart person. I think you are a good person. I think you are wholeheartedly mean well. But I want you to realize the way that you're talking, even to somebody who knows you and has had experiences with you off of camera, it sounds like you're talking in absolutes. And that's why we're asking you if that white, because if we're saying to you, does that sound right? We're telling you in a little bit, in a different context, you sound like this white man.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to say. But again, at the end of the day, when this is over, we're still going to hug you. We're still going to be friends. Right. I'm going to add you to close friends. We talked about this.
You're definitely not going to her close friends.
I want to make sure that I'm staying on top because, as you said, it's not just us three. There's thousands of people, possibly millions of people listening to us.
I don't want millions of people listening to us, but I hope that for the
you
podcast.
are right. The point that you're making is correct. The way I'm speaking absolutes, he's speaking absolutes. We're on the surface doing the same thing. So I should take what you guys are saying into consideration. Don't speak in absolutes because everybody's their own person. And just because you have a personal experience with something, okay, cool. But the particular things that I'm absolute about are things that are societal norms. And there's there's a certain level of obliviousness happening in the room. Like niggas don't see what I'm seeing.
I feel like we was on the track.
The reason why we're here is because of the subjects that were proposed on the podcast. So we're talking about very niche things. So the things I'm absolute about are the things that are very niche.
Racism is
No. We're talking about me. Because it wasn't me that's saying don't trust all blacks. It was him. We're talking about with me and comparing me to him. Race is not niche.
What I'm talking about, you keep trying to make it the specific topic. All I'm saying to you is basically don't speak in absolute. I don't think anybody should speak in absolutes.
I just admitted to that. I was like, all right, I can see on the surface how you're saying this, but the reason how we even got to this, the reason why I'm having this enlightening moment with the two of you guys, we're trying to expand the way I see things, is based on what I'm saying and based on what he's saying. You guys are bringing a correlation to it to make me learn something. And what I'm saying is the reason why I said the things that were absolute is because that's how society is. But
y'all like pancakes?
Like me just saying that,
do y'all put syrup? Do y'all put syrup on y'all pancakes?
That shit is fire.
Isn't it?
I do sometimes. I was about to say, this is I know where you're, yes. Let's just go say yes.
Well, are you a honey person? I feel you about to break the internet. What do you put in your pancakes?
Sometimes I only put butter.
That's it?
That's actually really, this was not meant to be.
I don't want to talk about this.
This was not meant to be. You're not like, I put cinnamon and sugar on mine. Like,
I actually don't like, that's why I said yes. I don't like syrup that much, but I'm sorry.
It's just butter and pancakes for you. That's your style.
For the most part, or if I do, I put very little syrup. But I do, the point is,
well, you know what?
I
your mama, back to racism.
I was going to say, I met honey people that put honey on their pancakes, so I thought you was about to.
No. That's why I was like, never mind. But the point is, this white man is clearly wrong. When he started off the clip saying the blacks, I knew we were going to go fucking left. Once white people start putting plurals on a race, you know it's about to go. The Asians, the blacks, the colors, the Latinos, the Latinxes. Like, once they talking plural, the shit is going left. And then he said, I've been called racist, so we need just get away. When he said get away, I was like, all right. I don't know if you were actually hearing me watch this clip because this is the first time I've heard it. I was snorting with laughter because
it seemed fake.
I moved to a place where there's a low percentage of blacks.
And who was the black? It was Don Lemon.
Don Lemon.
Don Lemon. He said that nigga name 17 times because that's probably the only black person.
He said, I'm gonna get one black person
remembered.
To show you that I'm not racist. This black man also then said
exactly
he don't like that the neighborhoods that he has been in as a black person.
The blacks are saying it too.
The blacks
are having the problems with the blacks as well.
Don Lemon's rebrand is crazy, by the way.
Yo, Don Lemon. If a nigga ever came back, it's Don fucking Lemon.
He was super deluxe coon man for my whole life, and all of a sudden, the last 3 years, all of a sudden he's on our side.
That's when he said that. I was like.
I was like, he's actually not the best one to use.
Yeah, I was like, huh.
But also, Don Lemon his rebrand is actually very
Titty Boy did 2 Chainz. That's what fucking Don Lemon did.
Yeah, he needs a case study on his whoever his publicist is. Wow,
I can't. Not his. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was just like an extremely wildest shit. And then I think the USA Today,
out loud.
He that's supposed
like with a camera,
not even out loud.
Yeah,
purposely recorded himself.
Yeah, and
posted on the internet and thought he was going to start.
So he put that shit in a camera holder.
I believe it was on his show as well. He has it like we're learning so much about comics. I feel like tonight, but yeah, he it was on a show that he has basically also. So it wasn't like he just put this up. I don't think the
you gotta get away from him. There's no reason to help him.
It was extremely crazy. I mean,
what vibe you all, bro?
It was very crazy. We're just gonna do one more. I'll let you pick. Dealer's draw. One more clip.
Please don't give us anything with absolutes. I don't want to go back.
I don't even want to hear the word absolute.
Niggas want to be oblivious to things, man. This is the funniest thing.
No, I told you are purposely obtuse when you want to be, and I don't know if it's just to get reactions or if it's just I don't know.
What? Oh, that was the wrong one.
I understand.
Actually, play that one. Play the one with the play the one. Yeah, this.
You home? Nah, come on. Look. I picked your son up from daycare early. How was daycare? Good. It was good? Yeah, you see how he talked to me, bone his dad. But look, you don't gotta call his dad. You don't gotta call the cops. He's okay. He's fine, I just miss you. So if this is what I gotta do to see you, I'm gonna do it every single day, every single time, So, this is me at our favorite spot, the one that we first met, Me and him will be sitting there, you want ice cream? Yeah. Want me to get you some ice cream? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna get him some ice cream, Give him some McDonald's. You want some McDonald's? Yes. You want McDonald's? What you want from McDonald's? I want French fries. You want French fried chicken nuggets. So I'm gonna give him French fried chicken nuggets. So yeah, just do that, or you ain't gonna see him again. Simple. Let's go.
What?
So remember we were talking about like how much we hated the like getting ready with me videos, which I also thought was like grown woman, not get ready with me.
I thought it was grown woman
for the longest. So
and I was like, why did niggas talk about grown woman?
Why? The like phony couples videos. These type like I'm maybe I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt. I think that they're fake and staged. I need all of them banned.
It said Boogie the Comedian, so that was obviously a skit.
Like, but imagine someone doing that.
That's not even funny though.
It's not even funny
at all.
Like it's no hee hee ha ha. Like, and I'm too logical. I'm like, if I'm like daycare, don't you got to sign somebody out? I'm like, was he on the register?
Thinking the whole thing.
Yeah, I was like,
my godson, I had to sign like 3 forms.
Yeah,
and they still call like,
can you pick this person up? Like, why would anybody? I don't know why toxicity is cool now. It's also like to be all the like. Now. Certain.
I was about to say I like a little.
Yes, a little bit.
The Countess Vaughn gift when she was like,
yeah, the little a little bit. But that type of shit,
that shit is wild.
Absolutely not. That's crazy.
We all enjoy a little bit. We all enjoy spicing the rice.
Yeah, give us a little flair.
But making the skit of Shorty's curving you, so you're gonna pick up her son from school and kidnap him unless you talk to him.
Literally,
you'll never see him again.
Kidnapping.
It's kidnapping.
There is
on a
nothing
ring.
Funny. Anything about kids, as you can see about
whatever.
my reaction earlier in the
federal
situation. Anything with kids, that I know I made a joke about Valentine's Day about me killing somebody. I would legitimately go to jail. I will go to jail. Like, this is my little cousins because I don't have children and I'm an only child, so I don't have a little brother. If something was to happen to any of my little cousins, I would legitimately take jail time. My kid?
Oh yeah.
If a girl was to do anything with my kid, I would fucking I don't even want to say it out loud. I would just lose character. That's what I was saying. That shit is not
lose
funny.
character.
I would just be
now
like, I don't even know who this person is.
Now he using the right words.
I have dated men with kids, and if too early in the situation you say something that's not like something with his kid that he may even think is slightly disrespectful, he's going to say something. You out here bringing this kid, bringing it in a fake. Man, please. I'm going to jail.
I haven't seen that gentleman, whatever, something comedian.
I've never seen that nigga day in my life.
I don't need to see him again.
Yeah, I don't think that nigga funny.
It was not.
Yeah, you want some Mickey D? You'll never see a kid again.
Yeah, right. What? Literally, what?
Nigga, what?
Like, some shit is not, anything with children is not funny. Like,
actually, play the gentle parenting clip too. Play that one.
You had a whole running show. Niggas did not send me none of these clips.
You said gentle parenting? Yeah, let's change the vibes though. Let me see what's going on.
Because I think obviously you said that you can't speak in hypotheticals, or just say no. Sorry, just say no when hypotheticals come up, because none of us have children, and so I can only, I guess, think how I would parent and hope I would parent a certain way, but obviously then life happens. Life be life.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know what kind of parent I'm gonna be. I'm not even gonna lie.
Quit running your house as if it's a fucking democracy. It is not. Your household is a dictatorship.
Just give it.
It's the music.
That's a fact. I was trying not to laugh.
I was even gentle.
Look at this bitch face.
You're living, aren't you?
Surviving is not thriving.
But you are. You survived it. I was very gentle. I was very gentle. I'll give you passes from time to time. See, you survived that night coming in my house drunk, throwing up on my damn carpet in my bathroom, talking about your cycles on.
This is a rap. She is like.
Well, at that point, I was way too old for gentle parenting. Gentle parenting is like when they're growing up, you don't whoop them.
Oh, hell no. The Bible says, "Fair rod spoiled the child."
Oh my God.
So I believe in whooping that ass. I don't believe in abuse, but I believe in whooping that ass and letting that ass know, reach out and touch somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Make this world a better place. Listen, parents.
You can tell in that woman's face she got trauma from her mother. She looking at her like,
she looks like a Tyler Perry villain.
She does look like she
reminded me of Loretta Devine a little bit. Like,
yes.
Loretta Devine was like, could be like, like that's what it reminded me of.
And Waiting to Exhale.
That's what it was like. I just cooked some yams, some greens. Look, we've seen that.
Hey, look at the movie we've seen.
As someone that's been black for 3 decades now, anytime you see a woman with a short haircut, that outfit, and start quoting the Bible, you know sinister shit is happening after that.
Sinister is a word I haven't heard in a very long time.
I feel like most older women, have short haircuts though.
Not like that. Not the crew. Not the Caesar.
That's not a Caesar.
That's not a Caesar.
That was given executive fro.
Yeah,
or like a little
executive fro.
That's what.
Oh my God.
Reek has. That's an executive fro.
Yeah, but this is the actual fro though. Like this. That's
yeah, but the thing is, it's not like picked out. Like you give it a little bit of structure, like an executive fro.
I could not.
Some people add gel into their shit.
She had a little. So, what do you guys think you would practice gentle parenting?
No.
Should you have kids? You said no. Why not?
Niggas said it's strong.
Right?
Too.
No.
Nah, because you're not okay. I'm trying to find the proper words for this. You ever heard of like, you can just like make sure that your kids stay alive, but your kids pretty much practice like what they see like outside of you guys. Mm-hmm. Like they're gonna pick up what's going on in the world. They're gonna pick up what's going on from school, from their friends, whatever have you. So I feel like when we was talking about earlier, like now holding the door and not saying thank you, right? That comes from parenting, right? So you're pretty much, not for nothing, you're shaping your child to be a certain way of what you think is respectable in the world. So this is how you hold a fork. This is how you hold a pen. This is how you do this. You say thank you. What do you say? Respect your elders. No, that's not Nancy. That's Miss Black. Like, I mean, there's different things you got to propose. But if you just practice gentle parenting, you're gonna be at the whim of what the child decides what they want to listen to you about. So you're going to be fighting a 5-year-old, somebody that's been on the planet for 5 years, against you that's been on that planet of upwards of 30. And gentle parenting just has you in a situation, a compromising position where you're just going to be going based on their mood because they don't really know anything because they've only been on the planet for 5 years. So you can't be gentle.
So my at least interpretation, again, I'm not a parent, but my interpretation of gentle parenting is more so, let's talk through, let's say, I don't know, you get expelled from school or something like that. And instead of, this is wrong, I'm going to beat you, well, what happened? And you're working through things, you're crying, you're just assessing the emotions of like, well, you're basically getting to the root of things as opposed to just, stop it, don't cry. Boys can, because then you become men that then can't express themselves, can't plan dates.
No emotional intelligence.
Zero.
Okay.
So that, it just, especially I think for little boys, it creates, it creates so many other situations. Not to say that it doesn't happen.
Before you say anything, I just want to make sure I'm clear about my stance. No, I just want to be clear about my stance because I need to be held accountable for what I say on here because I don't.
You don't do that anyway.
But I will own up to what I say because I don't know necessarily the definition of gentle parenting, and I'm thinking of what the definition is in my head.
You think those soft,
those kids are like the white woman parents, or like, oh, Tom, he just has his attitude problems.
No.
That's not like you see the niggas like throwing the food off the table, like, oh, that's nasty.
I was just about to say
this is what I believe. Like prior to you doing this is what I thought gentle parenting would be. Right, you can't do whatever.
That's why I said to me at least, right? Okay. So we'll pull up, I guess, whatever the Google definition is, but yeah, it's not like you can have run of the house and you can listen to whatever station you want to listen to. It's definitely not that.
Okay, that's
it's
what
just more so like how she was talking about like spare the rod or whatever. I can't remember that saying. That like instead of just like always resorting to, I don't want to say violence, but physical. You're more so like talking through and you're processing whatever is going on.
Okay, if that's what gentle parenting is, I'm with that.
Okay.
So I'll say the exact.
My bad. We should see now he want to ask for clarification. It's like
So basically it says gentle parenting is an evidence-based approach to raising happy, confident children. It's a parenting style that comprises of the elements of empathy, respect, understanding, and boundaries, and focus on fostering the qualities you want in a child. So, for example, a gentle parent will not impulsively try to stop a frustrated child from crying. Instead, they'll remain calm to show the child they can safely experience their negative emotions and honor your child's experience. But I can see you have strong feelings right now. So, with my take on it is, I think there's gentle parenting to a point. I think that emotional intelligence starts in the home, and gentle parenting and actually listening to your kids and making your kids feel heard. And this, again, not a parent. My brothers are much younger than me, and I've been a child. And I also have friends who have kids. So I see like some of them practice gentle parenting. I know what it's like automatically being scared to come to your parent when something is going wrong because you are scared of the consequences and knowing that they probably won't even listen to a part of an explanation. You're just going to be automatically wrong. So I think there's gentle parenting to a point, because I think also kids are much smarter nowadays. They have access to a lot more. And it sounds wild to say, and I don't know another word for it because I feel like this might be too strong of a word, but a lot of kids are manipulative. A lot of kids are, or a word variation of that. And they know that you are going to listen to them and want to be compassionate to their feelings and things like that. So, hey, I've seen kids do this, like make up the feelings just to get out of being in trouble. So it's like, if the kid keeps doing this, there's only so much gentle parenting you can do. Now we need to go into action-based parenting.
Yeah,
like,
even if when we were kids, like, yo, don't ask mom if I can go out. Ask dad. Dad's gonna say yes.
Like kids are manipulative. I feel like it sounds like such a strong ass adult word.
No, I am trying to think.
I'm like, I'm really good. I'm actually really good with words, and I can't think of another word. So that's frustrating me. But this gentle parenting point. Do I think that people should hit their kids? There's also a part of it, gentle parenting, that also is for the adults. I think adults have a lot of trauma, especially adults our age. We started now getting into the therapy, but older than us, our age, there's a lot of things that are unresolved, trauma that we didn't even know that we have. And when it comes out towards the kids. So like, you're frustrated a kid did something and is bringing you someplace, and your automatic reaction is to beat them or yell because it's your shit that you actually haven't gone through. You have not figured it out. You haven't addressed it. So now you're creating this cycle, this generational trauma, because you haven't figured your shit out. So now you're passing it down to your kid. So I think gentle parenting is also partly beneficial for adults because it makes them stop and take a breath and actually figure out if they're really frustrated or at their kid, or this is actually something that warrants this level of punishment, or it's something that they are just reacting to because of their own shit. Okay, I'm done.
No, I agree. I agree with that 1,000%. Because a lot of times, even when you're just frustrated in your own life of like, you could be talking to a friend and you kind of have to assess, is this about the situation or is this about me? Is it something else, externally that's going on within my reaction? I've seen it, and it, and even for me, it was just like one time I was like, oh my gosh, like, am I ready to be a gentle parent? Like sometimes you'll be like, get the fuck in, just sit there, look, just do what I said, like not as I do. Kind of like how what the mom was saying, like that takes a serious level of patience, like so much patience. And I mean, sometimes I'm like, I guess I'm glad I'm older now, but
I still don't know if I got it. I got a dog, like, and me and Ginger be in the house arguing.
I've seen it on both spectrums because by the definition you gave, my mom raised me like that, but as far as like preparing me for the harsh realities of the world, my older cousins and my uncles gave me like the man up mentality and like, shut the hell up and like beat me up and things of that nature. So no matter what, and Yeah, like not like giving me black eyes and
I
shit
was
like that, but just
beating
roughing me up. No,
Okay.
I wasn't getting my jaw dislocated.
Right,
But,
I'm
you know what I'm saying? But
I was like,
no, not at all.
Is
But
this abuse? Should we?
So
I just saw Creed, so I was like, literally, I'm like,
the strong thing that was happening with the first generation. Well, my grandparents had 11 kids, so their kids and whatever have you is. Nobody wanted a sissy or nobody wanted a punk. Not sissy, like somebody who's weak minded, somebody who can like easily be broken down the moment that something happens to them that doesn't. Not necessarily female. Like you're gonna crumble the moment you're met with opposition. You crumble.
No, I'm not even saying that like towards weak. Like I've heard.
No, it was a female. Yeah. That's why I was.
Yes,
yeah,
I looked at you for the female, but this is the terms that I've heard my family.
100%. Like. But I just want to make sure, like, it's not necessarily like feminine or female. It's like the moment you crumble, like the moment you're presented with opposition, you're gonna crumble and be feeble and weak. So, with gender parenting, I don't know how you can prepare your children for like the harsh realities of people that might not give a fuck about you the way that I might, as your father, might give a fuck about you. So how do you juggle that?
Well, but I don't think that those have to be the exact same thing. I think, to me at least, gentle parenting is more so the processing of emotions. I don't think it says that you have to be. You also have to know your kid,
let them
right?
get away with everything.
So, however your kid is, they might need a little bit more toughness, or they might need a little bit more gentleness.
Right.
But I don't think it excuses you of being like, oh, let's just get walked on, because the word does seem very passive. But to me, it's more so like the emotional and mental than it is more so about. If I'm going on the street and niggas punking me, and now I'm the corny punk kid. Like I think those are two totally different things.
Okay.
Like even like growing up, I used to be extremely shy. Like I was really, really shy. I wouldn't really talk. And my mother has like this huge personality where she would like make me kind of like throw me to the wolves to be like, no, you can't get walked on, like all this not speaking up for yourself and not saying anything. Like she had to push me. Now I don't know if that's gentle or not, but again, you have to know your kid. It was like, you can't be taken advantage of, or you can't not say anything kind of thing.
I think, but it pains me to say, but I think I also see your point. It hurt. But I get it, because the thing is, I think also sometimes people take the gentle parenting too far. Like we are smart, cognizant, common sense, and we all know common sense is not that common. A lot of parents will take. Not everybody is going to be compassionate. So you also need to teach your kids in this moment. Like, yes, I'm listening to you. People should listen to you. Not everybody will. And that doesn't mean it's a direct attack on you. It just means that not everybody may have been raised the same way as you. Not everybody may be as emotionally intelligent as you. That's more so on them.
It takes a whole lot more work.
It takes
a whole hell of a lot more work. And the thing is,
there's no specific way to raise a child. Like, I know we give these blanket statements, but every child is different.
Yeah,
every human is different.
Child.
Where they
so
live
it's hard
is different.
to say.
The circumstances are different. Financial class is different.
I mean, you shouldn't be abusing your child, period. Like that's the one thing that is.
Yeah,
I agree.
Look, that is an absolute. I think
that's absolute. I'll even get behind that.
We can all agree on. Do not abuse your children, please.
What are y'all? What is it? Is there? I know there might be something we might talk about. What is your thoughts on disciplining your child?
So I shouldn't have giggled like that. That sounded crazy.
Because you're West Indian, so I want to hear this. I want to hear
things. So I don't think I'll ever fully get away from like not hitting kids. And it sounds crazy saying it out loud. It sounds wild.
But you say it out loud.
Me saying it. Like I'm hearing me and I'm like, whoo, this sounds crazy. Like that will be like last resort. I have like, I don't actually even know. I'm just not fully taking it off the table.
Yeah, exactly. That's
what it is. I'm not fully
know.
taking it off the table.
Yeah.
I want to talk to my kids. I feel like my mom never hit us. My mom has never hit us.
My mom never hit me either.
Yeah.
My mom was never, but I didn't grow up with just my mom. I grew. My dad passed away and my mom was pregnant with me, so I didn't grow up with. My whole family was very involved in me growing up. My grandfather retired to take care of me. My grandmother, we lived with my grandmother and my two other aunts.
You had a village.
Yeah, literally, like the village to raise a child. We all lived in the same house. Like it was that. So like my mom didn't beat us, but the rest of them niggas, they had. My grandmother literally etched my name into like a wooden plank of spoon, like the thing that you stir batter with. It's not a spoon. I don't know what it's called, but she etched my name. She was like, That's for you. For when you act up. That's for you.
I mean, especially a grandma.
Yeah, like
they for sure. They give an ass.
They give an ass. Like my grandmother used to chase me. Like it was like that type of shit. And I'm like, I don't want my child to be so scared because they're like, my mom is going to hit me. Like it sounds crazy because I don't have kids and I have a dog. I remember one time I accidentally I hit Ginger by accident. It wasn't like I beat her, but she was right next to me and it was like a hard slap and I was like, oh shit. And even now, sometimes if I get too close to her, I can see her reaction. Like she almost like gets scared if I do something that's too erratic.
Lay down the law, goddammit.
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel terrible. Like I be holding her. Like I'm actually trying to coach the dog not to be scared of me. And I'm like, imagine that with your children.
Yeah.
Like I can see it in the dog and maybe you can't see it as much in your kids, but I'm like, I don't want my child to be scared of me coming too close. I may be coming in for affection and you think you're going to get beat. Like, I don't want that. But I think you also have to put a little fear in your children's hearts.
I think you said, I'm not going to lead with it, but it's not off the table. You know what my mother used to do, though? She used to pinch us. And I hated it so much.
That sounds abusive, actually.
That it's like you just be doing something and it's just like, instead, no beating, just like a little pinch. I used to hate that shit so much. You getting pinched. If you getting on if it gets really, really bad, I'm pinching little niglet. Like you getting pinched for sure. Like now, like a whole ass whooping. I don't even know. It feels weird even just doing that.
Speaking of generalities, women are the best pinchers. Men are trash at pinching.
What the fuck?
When do men pinch anybody? When do men?
Don't. That's why y'all the best. By proxy, y'all the best.
I
actually think we do have. We can do one more. We'll do one more.
Yo, Reek is. Look at this fucking evil villain ass laugh. Like
that, and not the head throwback.
The head throwback,
like fucking Mojo Jojo. Shout out to Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah,
I was tapped into that show.
Capper.
Yo, you know, with everything happening as far as like us evolving our sensibilities. Interpersonally, you know, with the trans community and everything like that. My first memory of this type of thing was Powerpuff. What do you remember him from the Powerpuff Girls?
I didn't watch Powerpuff Girls.
I did and I don't. But
it was the thing
Not
with the
him.
red claws.
His name was him.
His name was him.
Not Himothy.
Google him from Powerpuff Girls, and that was like, oh, I wonder what that is like. You know what I mean? They've been getting us prepared. Society.
I want you to know Tahoe asked if you was high and if you were on the shrooms.
Wait,
I'm
high. He said Tiara's tired. No, I'm fine.
I'm high.
He asked us. No. He said way back. He was like, the shrooms are kicking in for you.
No, for him.
For him.
Oh,
reading is fundamental.
It was moving quickly, I guess. I was like,
she said, I was gonna say gentle parenting.
I was gonna say Tahoe probably really thinks you're high now.
And shout out to him, yo. That it broadened my sensibility as opposed to
at a young age.
What was going on. I'm like, I wonder, that's not a man or a woman. What is? Oh, it's both. Okay, cool.
You still talking about the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah.
Play the clip. Pick one.
This nigga said you still talking about Powerpuff Girls.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't watch nothing growing up. What did y'all do?
I'm not tired.
Read.
What did y'all do, man?
Read.
That's what's up, man. How many books you read growing up?
I can't even tell you. I literally would read a book a day.
I have a goal to read 6 books
for
this year.
3 nights before I switch into
3 nights.
I showered and I clean.
3
nights.
Running around in those jammies. You get dead skin cells.
The average person perspires a cup of sweat every night.
At night?
At night.
Look at her face.
No, his reaction.
Well, I think it also depends on how much you sweat.
Oh, and honestly, I am trying to this year. I don't really wear pajamas. I wear t-shirts and shorts. Like I just wear your clothes from the day.
You don't sleep in your clothes.
There are times where I'm so exhausted I fall asleep in my clothes.
What kind of life are you living?
A busy one.
Where you
I said the other day, I feel like sometimes my life is a treadmill, like 6.9.
What are you, George Jetson?
And I just want to push the pause button and straddle the treadmill.
Your clothes sometimes?
Every once in a while I fall asleep.
You know that's nasty.
You know that's nasty.
Al Roker, somebody else who had the same type of Don Lemon situation.
I'm sorry. Can you
pull
the clip back up? Because B. Simone was in the comments, and I want to see what that dirty. No, let me not say that.
She said, "Don't let me enter the chat."
Yeah, she said, "Don't." Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, does she shower every 3 days or some shit like that? twice a week.
What, and the question is, what is the question? How often do you wash your clothes? Or how many times do you wear your clothes before you wash them? First of all, clothes is wild. I think that needs to be very specific for pajamas or something. Because that, I mean...
But let's think about like jeans, clothes, because Levi's. Clothes is clothes. Like I think like every article of clothing, there's different rules for every article of clothing.
I'm gonna kind of agree with you. There's certain like jeans that I feel like I can't wash. You can't. They shrink like crazy. But like a t-shirt, are you washing your drawers every day?
Every single time.
Okay, that was
like so. Here's what like if we go from what's not being shown to what's being shown, right? Like socks, underwear, wife beaters, tank tops. Sorry.
Anything,
tank tops,
anything that hit them
under
pits,
that's here to absorb sweat.
Scrub it.
That automatically, you can't just. And you know what's really crazy? You ever meet somebody that doesn't change their socks every day?
No.
Never.
I have. The same thing that Daj talked about, like she can't work under men. I've been around women that like just don't change their socks. They just go 2-3 days with the same socks. I'm like,
you sure they're not hand washing them or something?
No, they're just not. I've been around these women.
I mean, were they wearing them for like an hour? Look again.
No, like I spent a considerable amount of time, and it's time I'm like, yo, fam, you're not gonna change your socks. Like it's me saying it out loud. Like you change, looking at me, you change your socks every day, like that kind of shit.
This has happened multiple times.
People are fucking spooky. That's what I'm saying. So
no, it has happened multiple times.
I don't like that.
Okay.
Me either. So yeah, I believe undergarments gotta get washed immediately. The shirt you're wearing, t-shirt, you wash that immediately. Now when we get to like outerwear, like hoodies, jackets,
that is a little bit more of a longer lifeline.
Then it gets a little dicey.
What about pajamas? Because that's what they were talking about.
I'm similar to homegirl. I wear a t-shirt and short. Matter of fact, I'm lying. I only wear my drawers to bed. So yeah, pajamas technically. How often do you wash it? Do you wear a robe? How often do you wash your robe?
I have a robe. I wash it once a week. However, whenever I do a load of laundry, I will wash my robes.
Same here.
But I also live by myself, and I walk around my house butt ass naked. Yeah. Like I don't put on clothes if I'm in the house unless somebody's coming.
Because to sleep, I only wear my underwear.
I don't even wear that. Sleep. I wear sleep.
So yeah, so I guess technically I wash.
That's why I asked y'all the pajama question, because I don't have the answer.
Who wears pajamas? Let's
I actually do. I do.
You wear pajamas?
I mean, like a t-shirt and panties.
Okay.
Very rarely.
I dated a girl that wore matching pajamas like she was a Cosby to sleep every
night.
No,
I do have, but I have a bunch of sets of matching pajamas.
Me too.
So.
You said sexy matching pajamas?
No, regular. It's giving.
I thought you said sexy too.
Oh, so a bunch of. I don't even know what I said,
sets,
but
probably.
No, sets.
Okay.
Yeah, a bunch of sets.
I will say I do have those white women slips. You know, like the little lacy slips. Sometimes if I'm in the house, I'll put that on if I'm feeling like, I just want to feel
a little cute. Like you get in this merch shirt.
So the way I am is this.
No, it's not for the niggas.
No, just in general. I mean, I
don't wear nothing for the niggas.
I have stuff. Should it, it's time to like look cute or whatever. But yeah, if I'm in the house by myself, it's a merch t-shirt and
so I have
very
rules.
Rarely do I be like.
I have rules if I leave like my bedroom. So if I'm just staying in my bedroom, I'm just only have my underwear on. If I leave the bedroom, then I'll wear like some shorts or a shirt or a robe type situation. Like if I'm just in the room by myself, it's just drawers only. Mm-hmm. The only time I'm putting on anything else is if it's like some type of interaction about to go on.
Are you falling asleep in your clothes?
No, that's fucking disgusting.
Are you sitting on your bed with your outside clothes on?
No. I don't care.
Unless I'm getting dressed and they're clean.
I have a fast-paced life. I've never worn the outfit that I'm wearing right now to sleep.
Yeah.
You always have time to take your clothes off. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I agree.
You have time to take your clothes, even if you don't shower. I know that's gross too, but even if you don't shower, you gotta take your clothes off
before bed. If nothing else,
I respect that.
Right? If
but
I
even,
don't,
but even in the event that I'm fat, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm like going to sleep.
Like I've been up 20 hours straight. Never. I'm taking my.
I can't
clothes
even.
off.
Yeah. I don't care how tired I am. I can't sleep in jeans. I don't like.
That's
God damn, I feel constrained.
Sleeping in your fit is crazy.
Not even
it's crazy.
It's just not comfortable.
Yeah, it's
like
not.
I wouldn't even be able to sleep.
Not at all. Not
sleeping in the fit is wicked.
Somebody said, "What about the bras? How often do you wash your bras?" I'm guessing.
That's a y'all question.
I ain't gonna hold you. If it hasn't been like it's wintertime right now, so I could go for a little 2-dayer sometimes.
Yeah, that was actually exactly what I was gonna say.
I could go for a 2-dayer,
and I don't know if I would do it back to back. I feel like I might put it up,
and then you put another one,
and then I'll hand wash them all at one time.
Yeah, but and I'd be throwing mine right on the delicate cycle, and
I do put down.
What do y'all deal with in regards to bras? I was told that bras is like an unsolved problem in America. So like women only have like 4 bras total, and they have to.
Bras are expensive. A lot of places don't size you properly. And then if your titties are big,
I was going to say,
if the titties are big, it's a different struggle because it's like, it's giving like geriatric bra. Like a lot of times, like it's very hard to get a cute, supportive bra when your breasts are big. Like I don't want to take my bra off and it looks like it's just ugly.
Like all them like clips.
I was told for women like you, the athletic joints are the best ones.
The athletic, first of all,
the sports bra situation.
I'm not wearing a sports bra every fucking place. I can't wear a sports bra with this top.
Right.
As someone that doesn't have titties,
I don't like it.
Right. And then the sports bra gives you like that the uniboob. Like it's just gonna be one flush thing.
They're not that
like I want you to see.
They're not? Okay.
I'm about to say I don't give a fuck.
Obviously I don't know, so I'm asking. I was told like someone with big titties.
I also known to have my titties out all the time. So like it's just. I know my ass. I really don't got no ass.
Because you have to wear a bra all the time.
Oh yeah, there's my titties don't sag, but they move.
Okay.
Like it's not like they're low and they're saggy, but it's clear that I don't have a bra on, and I also don't feel comfortable a lot of times
without.
Yeah. Like even certain things where I know it's gonna hold my breast up, I still use like the tape or something to like hold it together.
Mm-hmm.
For all the bitches with the big titties though, brassy bra, they got the boob tape. That shit is godsend for like backless shit. Cause I love a backless shit. Like that's the big titty bitches.
I don't
brassy bra.
Girls
and they not sponsoring.
I don't have any really. So I don't. If I have on a hoodie, there's no bra. Like 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I do not. I don't even wear one every day. So a lot of times, like I said, I can get away with like not wearing one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my shit be childish. I had one on from like Victoria's Secret pink the other day, and I was like, you have got to
I
grow.
have not even
I was like,
I
have like a bunch.
Victoria's Secret bra in years.
You got to grow up.
I would honestly want a breast reduction, but I know that I'm too thick for that. And I'm like, if I lose weight, maybe. But I don't want to be one of those like thicker bitches that have like no titties and you just it looks really crazy on them sometimes. And like,
they look good. And see, and I'm like, I want some. I'm getting me some too.
I also be dressing like the niggas that I'm attracted to a lot of times. Like me having tight fitting clothes on now, but a lot of times you will see me in a full essentials fit.
I think
titties
you and I,
with this.
You and I have talked about this. Yeah, I definitely.
Me with no titties dressing like that. It's given to brat. It would be given to brat for me.
Oh my god! So, I mean, most of the time I definitely dress like a nigga anyway. So,
but it's when it's like small, cute, petite women. It's like yes, I'm 5'9", my feet are big. I'm heavy set like nigga. I'm a baby D like a nigga.
Yeah, you baby deal next Friday.
Amazon. Okay, and with the titties in the face is really what's holding me down.
You gotta like
it's the titties in the face that really holds me down.
Right.
But if I had no titties and I dress like that,
God. You're 5'9".
Like a warden.
5'9".
Like a fucking warden.
Oh my god! I did not know you that tall.
Like I fight niggas back if I need to. I don't fight niggas, but I could if I wanted to.
Right. Oh my god! I did not know you that tall.
Yeah, I'm 5'9".
I am screaming.
Like, and I don't want to say I have male features, masculine features, but like I don't have like small dainty features. Like I remember one time I told a nigga what my shoe size was. He was like, "God damn, bitch," and I was like.
Like,
all right,
keep that shit cute, nigga. I don't ever want to hear that.
He was like, I gotta buy the same type of sneakers for you on StockX like as me. I said, God damn. Nigga said, he was like, why the fuck are we getting our sneakers from the same drop? I said, wow, that's crazy. Buy my shit though. Still buy my fucking sneakers. God,
what is wrong with that man? Who ever said that to you?
That's funny as
niggas
shit.
hate me. But the niggas, I also do. I love a nigga that talks to me like that. That's also probably my toxic trait.
Right.
Like,
that's not. But I feel like I also feel like that's honesty.
You can't. I need us to joke. I need us to be jokey because if you like the niggas who be like, yes, Empress, everything is so beautiful.
Yeah,
you're perfection. I know I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I'm actually a menace to society. Please tell me so.
I agree. I do not want someone that's just going to tell me everything. Like I said, because I feel like you're being phony to like achieve
and you
something.
do it to every bitch too.
Yeah, it's like,
especially
no,
when you do
like,
it too
I need
quick.
you to be honest. Yeah.
And they can be like, yo, I love everything. But I'm like, you do this to every bitch, don't you?
Yeah. I don't trust niggas. Like, I don't.
Bitch.
I don't trust them niggas.
all.
How are you then?
With what?
How are you with women? Are you just telling them what they want to hear? Are you
No.
giving like honest feedback?
Honest feedback all the way.
Are you
like,
in absolutes?
Yeah, no, but like I'm the type of person where I always will. Before I answer a question, I'm like, do you want to know the truth? I'm like that guy. And then if you ask me for the truth, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
You don't give your unsolicited opinion.
I do, but I have an understanding that just because I'm thinking it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to hear it.
Oh,
so practicing
wow.
like cool. But we're on a show, so it's like I'm talking to you guys as a podcaster, and we're entertaining thousands of people. But
I wasn't
interpersonally,
I wasn't even just look at the trauma. I wasn't even talking about on this show.
Oh, okay.
I was just talking about a lot of men don't think about that.
So it's like, just
we're
because
not
I'm
talking
thinking
about
it.
this specific instance.
But if you ask me my thoughts,
but I was also talking about this specific instance. Too.
Yeah, but
I was just thinking I don't know many men that be like, yo, I know what I'm saying. They'll just say it and they'll be like, oh, girls can't handle the truth. I'm like, well, that was harsh.
That was the way. Yeah,
and you also didn't say it
the
with
way
any
you
finesse.
say it. Yeah,
that's also another full conversation.
Yeah,
I don't finesse if you ask me my opinion.
No, but
I won't unwarranted.
Finesse, I meant like some couth.
Right. Yeah, I try
the emotional intelligence is lacking.
I do everything in my
homes.
power to practice couth, but if you ask my opinion, I'm definitely going to tell you because this is my opinion. So, in my experience, and even with you not agreeing with anything I've said tonight, she still found a way to call me smart.
She agreed with some things. We
no, but I'm saying like overall, like even if you don't evolve, like you can recognize that I'm a smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
smart
I'm saying?
Guy.
Yo, the best television father I believe in TV history. I believe the father on Smart Guy was like the best father in TV history, but that's a different conversation. But
who was the worst?
I can't remember. Carl Winslow. I fucking hated Carl. He ain't never. I hated. He never knew who the kids was.
Ever.
He was a police officer, but Steve Urkel broke into that nigga house every fucking day.
Then later down the law, this nigga was coming in without knocking on the door.
He never knew nothing about his wife. He would always. She'd be struggling, losing his job. That nigga was terrible, and he wasn't even cute. Come on now.
He was hard. No,
terrible. Get Carl Winslow the fuck out of here.
Will Smith's non-existent daddy, the one that came. And then never showed back up.
Just happened.
Yeah, like what's his name? Lou.
Why he don't want me, man? That shit.
He don't want me, man.
He might. They might. They're definitely. That's top.
That shit.
That's top.
I wanted to cradle that man. I wanted to hold that man in my bosom.
Yeah.
Why he don't want me, man? Oh God.
EGOT, Emmy award winning.
Okay.
All of the awards. Okay.
Listen. Also in the comments, how you know you Jamaican? I don't know if they're calling me Jamaican. I'm not Jamaican.
You're the only islander here.
I'm Antiguan. No, it says I don't
From
know.
an island.
It says how you know you Jamaican when they call you Empress. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're saying like the person who called me Empress. But just for clarification, I'm not Jamaican. I'm Antiguan.
She said make that clear.
I just like to talk, my little island. But
how I'm a woman, it's like very unique to the situation. But yeah, I try to practice couth and understanding and listening. You know, I heard something very profound when I was 24 because
it was a look up for me.
Yeah, because I had to think about it. I was about 24 or 25 because usually when you present problems to men, and I'm going to generalize, like they will try to fix the problem when a lot of times you just want to be heard.
Okay.
Would you agree to that? Would you agree?
Before I continue on what I'm saying.
Yes, I think
but
it depends.
See it depends. For the point of what you're saying, yes.
So as opposed to me just trying to be Mr. Fix-It Man, I was like, you know what? Maybe they're not talking to me so I can fix the problem. Sometimes people just want to vent and be heard. And there's worth and there's value in just having somebody to literally vent to.
Yeah. And you men can also say, what do you need in this moment? Like sometimes there are some times where I need you to go fix the shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And I agree. So there was no discernment with me.
Mhm.
It's like if you come to me with a problem, like, oh, you want a solution?
Mhm.
Let's work on a solution. But sometimes like, no, nigga, I'm not here for that. I'm here
Mhm.
to.
I just
so
wanna talk. I
so
just
because
wanna
of that,
vent.
I allowed that to grow into like other realms of life. So it was like, all right. So if you ask me something, if I have opinion on something, maybe I shouldn't just come out and say it in an unwarranted way where it's not filtered
Mhm.
because you didn't ask my opinion.
I
So
knew
maybe
you
I
were
need
doing
to.
this shit on purpose.
Yeah.
I knew it.
What, like we're on
Everything.
there's microphones
All
in front of us.
All
like,
of
yeah,
it.
I'm a fucking,
All of it. I knew it was on
I'm
purpose.
the same bitch on the microphone and off. So I'm not doing. I don't do nothing for this microphone
At all. That's
Yeah.
why I think that's why we can't understand.
That's why I'm like, what are you
this. I
talking
think,
about?
yeah.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck if this go viral or not. No offense, y'all. I know it's not
Yeah.
my shit,
There's
but it's
entertainment
I-
value.
right, whatever
because
my
the
point of
thing
view
is,
is more, it'll be my
I
point of view.
also, if
not-
the clip goes
not
viral,
for the
I'm
clickbait.
gonna stand 10 toes down
Yeah.
in my shit
Right.
because I didn't say it just because
Yeah.
people are listening. I said it because I mean it, nigga.
Yeah. I mean,
you don't think that's a little? I mean, I understand what you're saying, but you don't think that's a little fake? Like you said, because if something happens, and let's say it does go viral, then you're defending a point that you don't even really believe in.
no, I do everything I did say. I do absolutely believe in, but we're not
We're
talking
not
about.
going- okay, we're not
But
gonna go back to
but
that
yeah, but
road,
we're not talking about. I'm not gonna bring up the old stuff. I'm saying like we're not talking about like my relation. You asked me how I am with women that I'm dealing with on a romantic level.
Amongst so many other things.
That's how I deal with women on a romantic level. But if you ask me about some other shit, then that's my answer about some other shit. But like interpersonal communication is something like totally different with me.
All right. We actually have 2 more clips. I lied.
You just pulling,
you say-
you just
you
keep
said
pulling
another
clips out.
You said the what? No, it's 1 more clip, isn't it?
You know, I don't know. I just showed up. And
I don't know what's
I don't
going
know what's
on.
going on.
That's a
I
fact.
didn't even know what was happening. I'm just here. I didn't even know there was gonna be lollipops.
Yeah, this nigga had the strawberry
the
candy
mo-
where
yeah,
you
I don't
can't
know,
really
the
buy it. You
mom
just have it in your
gets,
house.
Mom gets child at all this trauma with children. Goodness gracious.
I'm about to say, can we? Where's the happy clips?
Oh, see, that was not communicated, Tahoe. Okay, so this segment, there's no editing here. So in this segment, this week in these niggas, my bad. Oh, so actually, we had already actually talked about Dilbert. I did not realize that Dilbert was a whole other section because I had to drive that point home to you. So my bad. So the other thing that happened with this week and so many things actually happened this week in these niggas. By the time I get finished, I might be able to think of something else that happened. But this is a mom that's getting. She was trying to pick up her child at 2 a.m.
Damn, everything about kids.
That's what I said. I was like, all this trauma with these children. I knew it was something else that happened too.
No clip?
Oh, because that's right. It did not work for me. So. No, okay.
Damn, I need something to eat. My stomach rumbling on this microphone.
Hungry?
A little bit.
Thai spot around the corner.
I saw.
Where is it new?
I don't know. You know I don't know, bitch.
I just know it's
I'm
on the
from
corner.
Uptown.
I'm from Long Island.
It's like BK Thai or some shit like that. I forgot.
I parked my car around the corner. That's how I saw it.
I got a spot right in front
has
of
to be
here.
new. I think.
It
I
looks.
parked,
It looks.
turned on
The
Hancock, I was
awning
like-
looks brand new.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember any Thai spots around here.
No.
I'm sorry. Yeah, real quick. Can you just go back? I don't want to see the initial slide. I just want to read it so I know what I'm watching. Baby mother calls police on baby father for not opening the door at 2:30 a.m. to collect daughter. Okay.
Swipe. It's like they are serious.
The
Like,
bell
where
ringing
did y'all
is already
find
wild.
this also?
The
Like,
bell ringing is already fucking wild.
Fuck up off my door, ringing my doorbell like that, talking about hi.
Okay, so you have to give the daughter back. Yes, 100%.
No, she don't. No, she don't. We ain't got no court. You? She ain't got one either. She ain't got one either. She ain't got one either. She brought me the baby. She brought me the baby. She not finna come pick her up at 2:30 in the morning. She sleep. She sleep.
Tell you how it works.
She sleep. It's 2:30 in the morning. You condoning this? You knocking on my door, ringing my doorbell that hard at 2:30 in the morning, waking up my daughter? She sleep.
In the state of Illinois, the way
That's
it works
ridiculous.
is the mom has 100% custody.
What's your badge number? I'm complaining on you. That was harassment. You just rang my doorbell like that. That's ridiculous.
My charge is 77 and his is 83. We're trying to protect the rights of the daughter. The daughter.
She with her fucking father safe where she left her to go do dick. You can't pick her up at 2 in the morning. That shit dead.
Unfortunately, she can't.
That shit over with.
If you don't, you're just going to get yourself in trouble.
Come on, bitch. Come get the baby. Move away from my door. Close the door, bro. Move away from my door. That's what you want to do. You want to get call the police at 2:30. You supposed to bend back. Now you want to call the police like you mommy of the year. I know. So you can keep talking. Because I know I ain't doing nothing and you ain't.
You won't even let me explain you.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't let me
I don't give a
the law says.
No, ma, I'm complaining.
The law says.
Y'all up in here listening to this bitch. This bitch want to come over here and do this shit. Wake my daughter up. This badass parenting. What you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do? I don't care what someone else gonna happen is you're gonna have a warrant for your arrest for child custody violation. What are you talking about? Ain't no child custody violation. She ain't got no custody in place. It doesn't have to be. She ain't got nothing in place. That's what she do. She want to drop the baby off, go eat dick all night, then come try.
God damn.
Then come try to pick her baby up at 2:30 in the morning, like her baby ain't sleep.
I told you I would be
Baby
here.
sleep. Okay. She got cornball 1 out here. She got cornball 2 and 3 out here. Y'all, mom.
I said the poor baby. Where was the baby in all this, and how old was the child?
I have so many questions.
So many. That was a little traumatizing, actually.
The one thing is, being a parent overall is hard, whether you're a father or a mother. But if I have a phone in my hand and a cop is telling me the law and they might be going through a custody battle, it would have been beneficial to him to listen to the cop so he can record it on his phone. The cop is telling him like, yo, bro, I know you're upset. I know you're angry, but in the state of Illinois, the mom has 100% ownership of the child. So we can get you on some custody shit, and your life will be worse if you don't listen to us. And he wasn't trying to hear it.
Yeah,
that's a terrible strategy.
That's a wild nigga right there.
Yeah, like a cop is telling you, like, yo, bro, I understand you're angry.
Very calm.
I'm telling you what's going to happen. You're going to be in a situation. You're going to lose custody of your child. That's what's going to happen if you don't listen to me. So I believe on that end, you got to open your ears up. But for somebody to be coming to your house at 2:30 in the morning picking up your daughter, that's out of bounds.
Yeah, why does she want her child to? Why is she not asleep?
That is out.
I was
that
saying
is
we
out
obviously
of
don't know the full story.
We don't. We're just going based on the clip. Yeah.
But I was like, it's the most important thing that you can, one of at least the most important things that you have to do is like picking the mother or father of your child is like one of the most important decisions. I don't know what the hell happened with them, but he just also seemed to be a little salty just about she's going out eating dick. Like, what? Yeah. Like, what?
If I was outside eating dick,
it's none of your business.
Let me eat the dick in peace, please.
Yeah, he was upset.
None of your
business.
Because it seemed like, I don't know what's happening with them.
Is probably how this girl got here and the baby got here in the first place.
We don't have context as to how they got here. We don't know what's going on.
None of this. That is a wild little relationship. That's a wild nigga right
that is a frustrated brother, though.
She is also
very frustrated.
You could, if she's coming at 2:00 in the morning. My thing is that if she was out eating dick till 2:00 in the morning, I'm gonna go home and go to sleep.
Right.
My kid is sleeping, so I'm gonna get a late night.
But that's why I'm like, but we don't know. Maybe he had to work at 6. Yeah, I don't. Again, we're watching this one little clip. Like, I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, and I don't know if it was communicated because she said she was out there since 1:45 a.m. So I don't know if she was 15 minutes late.
Because he was probably asleep. Because he said in the clip, like, yo, she was been supposed to be here, but now she's here at 2:30 in the morning.
That's a lot going
so
on.
if she said, yo, she gives you better. So he was probably, because, you know, I know parents like we all do. The only thing I'm guessing, because I just saw the clip, was like, yo, I'll be back around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock
she
happens.
Showed up at 2 a.m.
11 o'clock happens. 12 o'clock happens. 1 o'clock happens. Now you get that 1:45. Like, well, nigga, I'm here. So, but he's probably asleep. Like, yo, I probably have work in the morning. Like, we don't know what time, like what day of the week this was. So he's like, fam, you coming. You've been supposed to be here. You here at 2:30 in the morning to pick up your daughter after eating dick. Because what else are you doing? You don't work construction. You don't work at fucking CVS.
Legs in 7-Eleven.
Yeah, like, what are you doing after 12 o'clock?
Maybe she work at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, maybe she works at a gas station. I don't know. Like, what? Matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it. What shift? Before you about to say what you play, what shift gets off around that time?
When I used to work at Apple, I got off at 2 a.m.
Maybe she worked at Apple.
Yeah, the Apple on 59th Street. They have a twilight, which is 6 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay. So
2 a.m. Sorry.
She could have been working
maybe she worked
twilight
at
shift.
That's a fact. Maybe she worked in twilight shift.
The point is, though, also, as a parent, I know them niggas is tiring. If it's 1:45 and I specifically don't have a flight to catch in the morning, that nigga could get up and make that bitch breakfast. Let me not call the baby a bitch, but
right,
she can get up and he can make breakfast and do all that shit. I'm going to sleep. Like that is, it seems like spite.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
And the one thing,
like clear spite.
And on the outside looking
like,
in, with when parents are raising kids, it looks like sleep is gold. Like anytime parents can get their kids to go to sleep,
niggas are perpetually
it's like
tired.
That's why I want to know how old this child was. Like, I'm like, how old is this child?
Right.
But yeah, it did seem like whatever, like I said, whatever issues they had, they're just playing out now, unfortunately, with this child. It seemed very petty.
The real victims are the child and the police. The police are,
I could have,
and I never want to side with the police, but honestly, they were like, yo, dog, we just got to do it. We just doing our job. They was the RAs in the situation.
Yeah. and I didn't know that. I like that thing is like state by state.
Yo,
state
by state shit's wild.
In the state of Illinois, the mom has 100% custody of the child. So if she wants to come here at 4 a.m, if she wants the kid got to come outside. That's by law.
I'm assuming that most states, I mean, if I would think that is kind of what the rule is. Like if you're a parent and if there's something that's stipulated by the court. Because remember, he also said that they don't have anything, like there's no like official, like they don't have anything that's like, these are your visitation days, these are my visitation days. So again, assuming that if you have the kid on Tuesday and Wednesday and I'm coming on Tuesday, I know I have no rights to that because we have agreed legally that you have the kids on these days. Right. But if she's the primary caretaker, she can go and get the kid, like you said, at 4 a.m.
4 a.m, 5 a.m, it's like, I want my kid now, come outside or else.
Yeah, I think
not or else, right.
For real, it's like, or else, because now I can get the cops involved and you'll never see your daughter. Now what?
Jesus.
That's very sad. That's very unfortunate.
Sick.
The babies, y'all.
But you was alluding to something. You got to be very careful with who you choose to have children with, man.
Very.
You gotta be careful, yo.
I mean, and I don't think you ever fully, you might not ever fully know someone and you get in this situation. And obviously when you have a child, it's completely different. But sometimes them little red flags, like it's little things that like, okay, he or she may do this in this situation.
Have you ever stopped fucking with somebody who's like, yo, in the event that I get you pregnant, my life will be over?
Wait, say that again?
Well, she can't get anybody pregnant.
In the event that's why I was like, I'm sorry. In the event that, all right, so on me, right?
The question is yes.
There's women where I'm like, yo, the amount of how frequently we have sex and the kind of vibe that we got, I gotta kind of cut this off because if you become my baby mother, my life is gonna be a living hell.
Yeah.
I remember.
We're all so shameless, man. It's not the time to cut yourself off.
No, I don't want to. I mean, I don't think he's gonna listen to this, but I remember one time I was having sex with somebody. And he was like, "What are we gonna name the child?" And I remember having a panic attack.
Nothing, nada.
I remember and I had to pretend like it was an asthma attack.
I have a question for you. Is it because you were unprepared to have a child, or you just didn't want to have a child with him?
I'm never gonna be prepared to have a child. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm never going to be prepared to have a child. Do I want?
Do you want kids?
I think I would want kids with the person I love. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not one of those people who are like, oh my God, I want a baby. Like my friend, like I know people who'll be like, I need to have a baby by 38. Or like I need to have
and it's just like,
or like I need to do this stuff I need to have a kid. I'll worry about the partner later.
Yeah.
I love sleep. I love my money. I love traveling without having to worry about like my child. Like I love those things. If I got pregnant right now, it's fun. I literally had this conversation last weekend. If I got pregnant right now by somebody I was fucking with, then I'm going to keep the baby. I'm gonna be like, God damn, the nigga got me. But I guess
I guess it's figure this shit out.
It's Mamiana Siobhan now. Like I'm here,
and
but like I'm not pressed for kids.
That's where I'm at with it. I'm not pressed for kids, but like as of right now, I feel like I lived enough life to where if a woman I'm dealing with would be like, yo, I'm pregnant, I wouldn't be gun-ho like, yo, you gotta get rid of it. You're ruining my life. What are you doing? We shouldn't be doing. Like, you know what I mean? They'll be like, you're pregnant. All right, cool. Like, it's lit. Because I feel like, and on my side of things, of like how I view things, like I've entered the age to where like I can't give you like you're ruining my life spiel. Like I made it to 33 with no kids. Like
I said shit I would.
Oh.
Tahoe. Anyway.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like if I was to have a kid at school, but so in doing so, I start to like look at like behavioral patterns. I'm like, yo, with the amount of times that we go at it, I gotta cut this off because if you end up being my baby mother, this is
I was gonna say you said it, but it's still given with stipulations.
Yeah,
it's not. What do you mean?
Because you said it at this. You said at 33 that if it happened, you would basically be okay with it. But then you were. This seems like a real situation that you were dealing with someone, but your life would have been very, very difficult. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but your life would have been very difficult if you would have still continued to have sex and have a child with said woman.
With that particular person, hell yeah, because like you gotta start thinking about this. Like we're having sex unprotected. I'm not in a space where I'm gonna ask you to get rid of it. So now it's like, all right, cool. I have to. Condom sex is trash. I'm just gonna say it out loud. I'll say it on So Shameless. Fucking wearing condom. I get tested all the time. I have a clean bill of health. So it's like, yo, if I fuck around and I get you pregnant and I'm in a space to where I'm not gonna ask you to get rid of it, I need to start choosing. I need to start choosing you very carefully. I
gotta stop looking at TT.
And when it's
I have to start looking at TT.
Yeah, and when it's past like, yo, the pussy's good, I'm really getting into your character. I'm like, yo, I need to fucking cool the fuck off, type shit. So yeah, I've definitely had to. I mean,
I
had to reel it back.
So back to what you said before. The person, it was specifically the person.
Okay.
He was just a little immature. We weren't together, I guess.
I know. We're all adults. I know how that goes.
Yeah, we weren't together-ish. I think we weren't together. And it was just, in that moment, I got a flash of what my life would be like with him as my baby father.
That's so Raven.
And
shit.
I was just, literally. And I was like, my chest is tight, and not in a good way.
And like, to act like you couldn't breathe.
I had to pretend like I was having an asthma attack because I didn't want it to be like, because that's offensive now. Like, what we gonna name the baby? Hold on, bitch.
Hold on, brother.
So like,
brother man.
Yeah. So it's that, but it's also like. It's a lot of things with kids, like and what you were saying too. Like condom sex is not really my favorite. I don't think it's anybody's favorite. However,
it's not ideal.
However, I am still having it.
Yeah, I mean, me too.
You said it like you weren't.
That's
why me and Tiara looked at each other.
I'm not having sex with the girl that I was comfortable enough with her to have sex with her raw.
Okay, but I want you to listen to how you said it. You said condom sex is trash. I get tested regularly.
I do.
It made it sound like I get tested regularly, so I'm sliding in you raw. That's why me and Tiara looked at each other.
If
wow, this nigga is wild.
Right, so thank you for saying that. If me and you enter a space where we're that comfortable with each other, I get tested so to make sure that once we cross that threshold of unprotected sex, I'm not putting nobody's life in danger.
Okay.
But
and
you still
the woman
still sliding with crazy
this
bitches
woman
raw.
in particular that I was having unprotected sex with, I was like, yo, we are not suitable as parents. I need to cut this shit out.
And I'm not on birth control. I'm too old for birth control will make you crazy.
Once you cross that geriatric, allegedly, that geriatric pregnancy or whatever, you don't have kids. It's like I literally think the day I turned 37, I was like, I have to get off birth control because I've
been off of it for much long. I was literally crazy. The shit. It makes you crazy. It makes you.
What were you on?
Everything. One? I was on all them shits. I was on the ring. I was on the pill.
The ring is.
I never
terrible.
did the shot. The ring was actually my favorite one.
Yeah,
I hate the. Well,
I
love men hate the ring. Maybe it's the best for
That's
women.
because women were keeping it in. You were keeping it in when you had sex. That was the problem. You just take that shit out.
You take it out?
I don't know.
You don't?
You
no.
With, I had to take
Shout out to you.
Absolutely not.
Hi, man.
I'm like, no.
Giving the ring in is crazy.
I've never heard of that. That y'all be taking the ring out. Like someone else confirm this.
Yo, man, we gotta shut it down.
No, Tahoe wants us to leave. We ain't even here, nigga. We live here now. Fuck you.
Yeah, we having real talk.
I live here now.
We watching the nigga that created Dilbert. We talking about some real talk now. We gotta leave. Unbelievable.
Somebody said this could split up into 4 episodes.
All right,
my
I guess
God.
it's time for us to go home.
I'm screaming.
I ain't gonna hold you. I thought I was gonna be leaving by 7. So
I am scared.
7:30. I thought I was gonna be out of here.
Listen, I be doing hour episodes, so it was like
me.
I do a podcast by myself. All my episodes are half an hour max.
An hour and 15.
Listen, I know. Well, we're just gonna run really, really quickly through cap or no cap. It doesn't have to be. Apple charging me $17, $5, $10, $11 every fucking month, and I don't know what I'm paying for. Cap or no cap?
That's no cap because I don't know what the fuck I'm paying for.
what is this variance in price? It's not like we're weighing fish.
I have no idea.
And I try to figure it out, but honestly, if they want it, I'm sure.
Storage,
I'm sure
Apple TV, a bunch of things.
I'm sure they're supposed to take it.
There's so many things. Don't let the internet fool you. Solo traveling is low key boring as fuck.
No, that's cap.
That's cap.
That's super cap.
Yeah, I travel by myself all the time. I love that shit. I don't want nobody asking me questions.
Depending on where you go.
Yes,
you can't go everywhere by yourself.
Yeah, you can't.
Resort me by myself. Resort me. I'm gonna have the time of my life. I'm good.
There are parts where like obviously group trips are better, but like sometimes the solo trips are mad fun, and then you meet people while you're on the trip.
Yeah. I don't trust people that can't be by themselves. Whole other topic. You'll get more pussy by bringing it up. This is in quotes. So quote, you'll get more pussy by not bringing it up, end quote. It's kind of childish advice. If mentioning sex immediately ruins the vibe, then she lame to me.
That's cap. As somebody who actually gets. Are either of you guys bisexual? Are you bisexual?
No.
Are you bisexual?
No.
All right, so I'm one person that can answer. Maybe you can talk.
Are
about
you bisexual?
Like, no, I'm not.
Okay.
That's what I.
No, I mean, I'm not bisexual. So
okay. You said
what I will say,
answer.
I get I've gotten complimented at the fact that I don't bring up sex, and it actually is easier if you don't bring it up. That's a fact. Yeah. What he's saying is cap.
Yeah, wait.
Like
yeah, I had to reread it
because he said that, like he's saying that if you not bringing it up is not beneficial to you.
Oh, you said this is childish.
Yeah, it's childish if you can't bring sex up to the person you're trying to fuck, and that is cap.
Because it does ruin the vibe for me.
I don't like it.
Even if it's like
I keep my ring in clearly.
It's the Mike Epps bit. It's on the Mike Epps stand up. He was like, "Yo, damn, you always rushing, nigga. The pussy coming. Let the pussy come to you." Like you have to understand, like the pussy's coming. So like talk about the other shit.
Yeah, like
selfies. There's a long list of things like asking for selfies. Like I don't like.
Yeah,
that shit.
Do not stop. This is my camera right here. I feel like R. Kelly when the interview. Is this my camera? Is this thing on? Stop asking bitches for pictures.
Stop
it. Please. It's
no one likes it.
It's no cringy. One likes it. Unless I'm sending you a picture, do not ask for that shit. Because the only thing you're going to get out of me is my Instagram name. And I don't even want to send that to you, but I'm tired. I might even block you. Stop asking.
You're not for me. You're not for me. That's what I know.
I don't ask for pictures like sexually, but if we're having a conversation,
no picture.
I just want to say, I just want to say it out loud so people can hear the question and then you can fucking denounce it. If we're having a conversation, I'm like, yo, what you doing tonight? She's saying she's about to go out and she lives there and I live here. I'm like, oh, let me see what you're wearing tonight.
Stop asking
that's so good.
For pictures.
Oh, yeah, cool. No
are you my nigga? Then yes.
Yeah,
if you're not,
you
no.
can do that
okay, cool.
when you are my nigga. But if we are, and the thing is, I will clearly, you'll know when you're my nigga.
Got it.
So I think that's the thing. But if you are just like, we're just starting to talk and like, yeah, I'm about to go out, but like,
I
know
you're
that's insane. Yeah. Like we're just getting to know each other and asking for pictures. That's insane.
Niggas will ask for pictures immediately. Can you send me a picture so I can make it your profile contact?
Yeah, that's insane.
No.
Yeah, immediately.
Please go.
I don't talk to niggas, so that's crazy.
No, do not stop and go. Do not collect $200. Go to hell.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's what are you
go
doing?
Take a selfie.
Very long.
Get
list.
a picture of the devil. Go to hell.
Very long list. So we said, yeah, that's cap. Yeah,
super cap.
Wow,
don't bring it up.
Agreeing.
Don't bring it up.
Well, actually, y'all, we have agreed. I don't think you didn't understand the first one, but we're agreeing on all these points. Okay, go off. The older you get, the uglier you're willing to go out in public. 1,000%.
100%. Wow.
Always. I love being ugly in public.
What?
Love it. Favorite pastime. Target, being ugly. Love.
Yeah, you can catch me the bummiest gear of all time. No haircut, no shape up, terrible clothes, all that type of shit. Slippers.
Love it. Running errands.
Big ugly vibes.
Yeah.
Please.
Big
ugly
vibes.
Looking horrible in Costco. Yeah. That's a fact.
100% Birkenstocks and sweat ugly.
Yeah, I can't even like run errands cute. Like I'm uncomfortable.
It just feels fake.
Yeah, I'm not putting that shit on.
Yeah, I don't live in Atlanta. No shade to anyone that does live in Atlanta.
LA, y'all who
Italy.
That's exactly why I won't live in Atlanta or in LA or Miami because.
And I don't even think LA. I be ugly in LA. You can't be ugly in Atlanta.
See, I feel like it's like a cool ugly. Like you have to be ugly in like essentials or something like that, or like a tear. Like you still got to get a fit off while you're ugly. Like I'm in New York. You could be authentically ugly.
Yeah, authentically ugly. That is true. Why drive 6 minutes for food when I can order DoorDash for $93?
No,
that's cap.
Look, I'm like,
that's cap.
I'd be lazy. I'll be a little
I
lazy
have a car.
I don't. Me too.
And
I'm
I
like,
will.
All three of us have cars.
And let me tell you, the way Uber Eats gets my money and DoorDash,
lazy.
If anything, I will try my best to use Uber Eats because I have an Amex Platinum and they give you the Uber
The
One,
back,
and then or DoorDash because I have Chase Sapphire. But I'll still pay the fees whether I had that or not.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's my poor mentality from how I was raised. When I see my order go from $17 to $28, I'm hopping in the car.
And that's look, it'd be
Like
32.
it's a me thing. It's me being cheap. It's whatever. If it's 6 minutes away, like you just said, like yo, it's my shit's 17, but 29, 35. Nah, I'm in the V.
They can ask to my firstborn. How you want me to
like,
swipe that nigga?
Except,
Right.
except.
Do you want to pick
yes.
him up at drop off? Like
I knew I was deep into rap when I was Googling promo codes for Uber Eats so I can try to get discounts and
something.
shit. I was like, man, I'm living foul. So yeah,
I mean, I still do that. Now
well,
they
slide
don't.
them. Slide them. Yeah, I feel
No,
like
they don't. They don't
anymore.
work now.
Okay,
they're hip to game.
Please slide them this way, and especially, and I like DoorDash better anyway. So if y'all got some DoorDash codes, please share. And this is the last one. Women will end lifelong friendships over a B-day dinner.
No cap. I've seen it. That's a generalization. I'll let y'all talk.
I have not seen it personally. I've seen it on the internet, and it always befuddles me every time because I don't have those friendships. I've never had those friendships. I'm not saying that it's not a thing. I'm just I just can't imagine it happening. Like I've had friends since kindergarten.
Me too.
Like no.
It's very, I'm just like, were y'all not friends? Even there was one like recently. Again, I think they're all fake.
Staged.
Like they just all seem so
Where
fake.
she was
Remember
like,
the
it's my birthday dinner.
Yes,
why are you not
y'all,
paying?
why
And she
not
was like,
paying
you
for
got a
me?
Louis Vuitton bag. What you mean you can't pay? And I'm like
this
has to be fake.
This has to be fake. Like that's why I said I just need them all to stop. Like they absolutely have to be fake. I too have never experienced that. The same way that people say like, oh, girls go to Miami and come back not friends. Never have I experienced that. Gone on a trip and like came back not friends with someone.
Yeah.
Like I have a very.
I mean, I have, but that was like it wasn't because of like not money or such. It was a real thing. So
I can't. No, I have never experienced those like situations. So to me, I can't relate like at all.
I feel like homie from Dilbert, but I've seen that women go on a trip, come back, they're not friends. I've seen women because somebody had something to do, or they cancel beforehand, or there was a certain count when they're trying to get to the restaurant and it's a reservation for 15 and somebody's car's put down and people's flopping, and like I've seen everything under the sun in regards like the whole friendship is done now because of this one
but the thing is the friendship isn't done because of the dinner. The friendship was
there
done
was something
there were
already
things that were
brewing.
building up, and this was the straw that brought the camel's back.
Yeah.
Like those are, but it's still wild to me when those things happen because like even my birthday this year, I had like a small thing in my house and I had somebody cook, and my friends were like, yo, can we give you money towards this food? And I was like, no, I just want y'all to like eat and chill. And they were like, no, let me give you something. Like,
but I can go with my friends and somebody like it doesn't have to be a birthday and someone's gonna pay. Like so this whole birth like that shit's crazy to me.
It's
a
really
little
yelling
immature.
us to
That's
get
what
out.
I was trying not to laugh when I was reading it.
He said,
get out.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We made this very long because I thought it had to be. So thank you for sticking with us for 4 hours.
You can edit, brother.
Right,
Do whatever you
exactly.
gotta
Like
do.
somebody said, this is 4
Tahoe
episodes.
yelling through the
or
fucking
2.
chat,
Exactly.
dog.
You
It's
could've
Friday.
texted
I
me,
drove.
right.
Let me tell you, Tahoe, this is camera. I drove in rush hour traffic from Yonkers to come. I'm staying here as long as I fucking want.
I drove here in rush hour traffic from Long Island, brother. You gotta get over it.
I live here now.
Well, I came from Brooklyn, but I understand what you guys are saying. So where can everybody find you?
Oh yeah. No, you go first. Cause I have to gather my thoughts.
I'm the OG Black Man on Twitter. I'm the OG Black Man on Instagram. And if you would like to listen to my show, listen to me at the Good Brother Experience, streaming wherever podcasts are streaming.
Okay, I gather my thoughts. I am just call me Sio or Cio, whatever you spell it, but Sio JUST
I was going to say
CALLMESIO on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me at Take the L podcast. We are not where everywhere podcasts are at, only Apple, Spotify, and YouTube because I don't listen to the other ones, so I didn't put on the other ones. Yeah, that's it.
I like my personal Instagram as my personal. So the Oprah Rose Show, you can find it everywhere. The Oprah Rose Show at gmail.com. Yeah, everything. It's the same across all handles. You can find it on all platforms.
I love the Oprah Rose Show. I'm so happy y'all are back.
I know. I'm glad
I was
we're back.
getting
Yes, we're back.
Remember when I thought I was the additional host?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I was your
thank
first
y'all.
part 1, part 2 episode on Oprah Rose, by the way.
You said the what?
I was the first 2-part.
Oh, you were.
guest that
You were.
ever
Yup,
had.
you were. Damn, you doing what we doing tonight? Well,
yeah.
Let's go, yo.
I'm gonna come back before I'm coming back to Oprah Rose.
All right, y'all. Holla.
Bye, y'all.
That nigga be crispy. Yeah, hey, I'm shameless, so shameless. When my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take a girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at cheese, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. I'm sitting in the front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.